Zephyr's Envy and do a bit of reconnaissance, I believe. That's sort of where we got up to.
Indeed.
Yeah, so I think you were planning to head back to get the passes currently. So you're making your way downtown to the Lucky Sod, which you are somewhat familiar with now. The squat little building where you find Davros again inside, who welcomes you, slightly dimmer blue to the lights in what would be his eyes, given that you screwed him over with his boss slightly. But he still is very approachable and is like, "Welcome again, sirs. How may I help you?"
How are you feeling, Davros?
"I'm fantastic."
You're welcome.
He just freezes for a moment like a robot and then carries on. "Can I get you a booth? Are you still working, or what's the situation?"
We want to see Beck, I believe.
What's the dick?
Quite keen to grab
Perfect.
some special little pieces of paper. I think he was putting aside for us. So
I think I know just what you mean. Follow me. And he moves around to the coat rack and leads you through to the meeting room again. You don't see Yona around, but the door or the section of the wall to the far end is kind of half ajar, and you can hear the sounds of some scrabbling and some movement going on as you step into the meeting room. Davros comes in behind you and goes, "Miss, the gentlemen are here again." And you actually see Yona step out of that room, looking a little bit disarrayed. But she straightens up as she sees you guys and go, "Ah, hello. You'll be here for the passes, I'm guessing."
Right.
Okay. Yeah, I've got them in here. She goes back into the room. You hear some clambering around again, and she comes back out and goes, "Here you go," and dumps them on the table. Right.
where's Beck? Is he back there? Is he?
Oh, don't worry about Beck. He's fine. But
Inside check, please.
roll an inside check.
I also like to roll an inside check.
You can both roll inside checks.
That's an 8 for me.
That is, I believe, 15 for me.
15.
Yeah.
Okay. You definitely know something's up.
Okay.
You can tell by her movements that she's a little bit thrown off. Like, she's not as confident as she has been the last couple of times, and you probably know her quite well anyway from other missions. So, you know that something's up in some way.
Okay.
Yeah.
Everything all right, Wolves?
Yeah, just everything's fine. Just some problems. But we've got your passes. You don't need any more, do you? Right. There's just however many there are of you.
Yeah.
6, 5.
That's right. Yes.
Do the problems have anything to do with us?
Well, you do bring me problems if that's
Well,
what you mean. But
That's a technicality.
no, Bix just he's not around at the moment. That's all. But he did get your work done at least. So that's the important thing. Don't worry. It's just clan business that we're dealing with.
Alright, well, I guess I'm going to be the one who checks them out, see if they look good. I'm just going to grab them and have a peek over and see if I can figure out how good a job he's done.
Roll. What would it be? Investigation, I guess.
Yeah, because you're
Yeah.
getting
Yeah.
into details.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm not so good at that. 11.
11. They look pretty good. They're they're kind of small cards, rectangular, like a dark blue but with a slight silver embossing around it, and it has the Zephyr's Envy, written across it in large, elaborate letters, and there seems to be like some small checks that you assume are legit, but without seeing the original, you have no idea whether this is exactly right.
This looks pretty good.
You'd be fooled.
Smells like tears.
That sounds about right.
I'm glad they're to your liking. So, yeah, you guys best head off. You haven't got long. They're taking off. I don't know where in the morning. Yeah,
Okay. Everything's on track.
it's good to hear.
Very discreet today. It's not barely a peep. Yeah.
It's good to hear. No more Minotaurs flying out of windows again.
Not as far as I'm aware. So.
Not yet.
Not planned. And
Well, I guess it is the afternoon. So.
the new boy has been told otherwise to not to keep out the name of the Boromir clan.
I see he's not around you guys. You haven't.
No.
No, I thought it would be better for his own safety that he does what he does at a distance. So.
I would agree. Yeah. Yeah. Sounds like a good plan. All right. Well, enjoy yourselves. I hear the Zephyr is one of the more beautiful ships around. I haven't had a chance to go on myself yet, so yeah. Good luck. Godspeed. Bring me back those plans.
We'll do both.
Can do.
Sure thing.
Davros, and Davros comes back in, leads you back out. Right this way, leads you to the door. You step outside.
Okay, do we have a to-do list for the evening?
Yeah, we go get the clothes,
Mm-hmm.
and then we put everything in a bag of holding, and get ready to go on the ship.
What are we doing for accommodation for tonight? If it's taking off tomorrow morning, is that what they mentioned?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. So are we just coming back to the Lucky Sod to spend the night?
Would it be better if we stayed somewhere closer to the ship?
I tend to agree. It's probably going to look really suspicious if we make all our way
Yeah.
from there. So.
Very true.
There's something to be said for moving around as much as we can.
Mm-hmm. Good point. Okay, so I suppose once we get the clothes, we need to find out what accommodation is within that area. If there's something close enough to the Skyport would make sense. If you're travellers from out of town, you probably want to stay close to the port, right?
Always go back to the Loose Goose Bar.
Yeah, yes.
I don't know. Did they have rooms? I don't
Sure,
recall.
somewhere around there probably would.
Oh, yeah, you could probably point to somewhere.
Indeed.
Maybe we just kill the tailor and stay in his store.
Oh, yeah.
That's an even better plan.
That was a joke.
Oh, okay.
Thank God.
There's always
Yeah.
that aunt that one that Vic didn't like.
That's true. Was relatively close, as I recall. I think.
Well, it started as a joke, and now it's becoming less of a joke.
Yeah. I started a joke. I think there's a song about that. But members know the chime. All right. So should we make our way to the clothes anyway, and we can decide the fate of the tailor at some stage along the way. So.
Aye.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
On your lead.
All right. And we make our way back to the. What is it? Sky
Sky coach.
Sky coach. Yeah.
Okay, so you get along there, wait a little bit for a coach to come along. Quite crammed actually, it seems incredibly busy today, but you manage to find spaces to squeeze in, and you pay 2 silver for heading back to Terminus.
While we're aboard,
Yep.
if it's quite quite busy, can I try and steal Prince's coin purse again?
Roll a sleight hand check, and whatever your perception is, I guess.
That's 23.
Ooh. My perception is not great. That's 15.
You manage to
Tink.
sneak.
I'm just gonna hold on to that for now.
Okay.
And wait for him to try and pay for something.
Fair enough. Yeah, so as you continue to head up, again, up through the lofty heights towards the more cosmopolitan area of Terminus, you alight in the exact same station. You don't see the goblin that you dealt with around anywhere, but there are still information people. And people just going about their business, catching trains and things like that.
So after the tailors first, then is that what we decided?
Right.
Make a beeline to the tailors.
Oh, the Taylor's was in a different area. It was higher up.
Oh,
yeah, we're
we'll say,
heading to the
we're
tailors,
going
yeah.
all the way up to
alright,
there.
we'll say that you went
All
all
the
the
way
way
up.
up
Yeah.
to the 7th tower, I think it was.
Mm-hmm.
And you make your way to the store. and it is getting late.
Devandi, fine tailoring.
That's the one. Yeah. So you see up this high, there's a lot less people walking around. You are a little bit more conspicuous in your current job. But you do find your way to Devandi, fine tailoring. And the door is shut with the sign closed, but the lights are on inside.
Mm-hmm.
And you can see the small gnome figure at the back, busy at the desk.
Well, he didn't switch the sign around again. Good man.
So probably you should take lead on this. I think you're his favourite. So
Okay, I'm just gonna see if the door opens.
It's locked at the moment.
I'm just gonna shake it loudly.
He looks up immediately, eyes wide as he sees you, and just jumps down and runs around and unlocks the door. And quickly, please, quickly.
I go in.
Yes.
You got some clothes for us. How'd you go?
Well, despite the atrocious working conditions that you gave me, I feel like I may have pulled off some of my best work.
I'm not surprised.
I like to hear that.
My Warforged weren't happy about doing double time, but Warforged never are. So, yes, how can I can show you through to get you fitted out and go from there.
Yes, please, if you wouldn't mind.
Of course. And he leads you through to a separate kind of alcoved area where there are fitting rooms with curtains and stuff. And he leads you in and points out each one of the fitting areas for your clothes. These clothes are immaculate. You have no idea how someone can create clothes this quickly because it's been like, 4 hours or something.
He's a witch.
Yeah. You have pretty much the specifications that you asked for. You have a military jacket that's quite well cut, but with quite a few leather straps going across it as well for holding additional items. You have your wide-brimmed white coat with gold trim. White boots to match as well, with some gold steel toe, well, not steel toe, but gold toe, I guess,
Nice.
caps. You have a big fucking hat. Yours is almost like Three Musketeers style, but just on an immense scale.
That's
as
what
well,
I was thinking.
with a very finely quilled like feather out the top, purple feather as well. And that's a nice like jet black style as well.
Nice.
You have it's not actually far off of what you already had. It's just slightly more refined,
Nice.
a little bit more tailored to what you've seen in the streets walking around this particular district.
Amazing.
Yeah. So, and you have actually a similar style to him, a little bit more ranger-like. Like, so it seems a bit more, forest rather than city. Like, it's a little bit more streamlined, quick to move, but similar ideas. Yeah.
I was going to mention that. Well, this is truly a work of art. How you're able to take the exact thought I had in my head and bring it to life is beyond me. You are a master artisan, and I salute you.
My thing. You haven't seen the best part yet. And he snaps his finger. Your clothes all start to slightly shift patterns. Your one has both of yours have a slightly reptilian skin start to move across the leather straps, almost like snakes. It looks like snakes are just moving across them. Your one starts to shift like cloud. It's almost like cloud shifting across, almost to the point of like a blizzard in a snowstorm or something. And it actually gets hard to look at Cord because of the movement. Your one, small fire just starts up around the rim of the hat and moves in slightly.
Nice.
And then with yours, the colours start to shift and blend and merge into each other as they just go through this whole kaleidoscope of mixing and matching and seem to get more vibrant and more almost neon with this movement.
That's amazing.
This is my little touch, Glamour Weave. It's one of my proprietary technologies, if you like. But you feel free to use it whenever you want that little bit more je ne sais quoi. But hopefully you are pleased with the results.
With literal tears in his eyes. My friend, I could kiss you.
Please don't. But I appreciate
Hey, let him kiss you.
it. Roll an intimidation check.
Let it happen.
Before anything extreme
12.
happens,
12.
I would just like to say, I like him. Let's find a nice place to stay tonight.
Yes.
Secret
Yes.
meaning, please don't kill
Yeah,
us.
yeah. Let's not impose on our friend here. I agree.
He
I
uses,
just want to know where my head is.
I forgot about your hat. And he
Oh, yeah.
goes and rustles through, and he brings out pretty much the exact same hat as yours. Yours is much more a mishmash of styles, but he's like, I don't know how well this is going to work with the overall aesthetic, but I had 4 hours and we've only got so many hats. So, hopefully you like it. I can alter it.
You can what?
Alter it?
Over it, maybe? I don't know. It's just a big hat that would suit what I'm wearing was kind of what I was hoping for.
I can try and change it.
Yeah,
He's
why
looking
not?
like,
Do we have
like warily over to him. But
Do we have time, guys?
You
How
paid
long
the
would-
man
how long
for a
would it
hat.
take?
2 hours maybe to change the glamour weave at least. Have something different. Have birds. Would you like birds?
Yeah, do the glamour weave and we'll match it with this. We'll go get food and come back. I'll
Okay,
come
leave
back.
it with me. Apologies. And he pulls the hat away again. Anyway,
Just as when we're aside a bit, I just want to say, I'll give you 20 gold if you make it smell like shit. When you activate it, he turns it on. It smells like shit. 20 gold. That's a lot of money for shit.
it's probably more gold than I had for shit in a while. So,
Exactly. Have some fun with your work.
roll persuasion.
12.
Make it 30.
30 gold is such an expensive prank. Do I have 30 gold?
Do I have 30 gold?
Okay.
Was that
All right.
really
You
worth
drive
I want it
hard
to be
bargain.
terrible.
Oh, only the foulest. I understand.
Alright, 30 gold, well spent.
I can give you a prank shop further down the district, so that we can probably collaborate.
Okay, get to work.
Okay. Anyway, well, hopefully you're all fine with your purchases, apart from apologies again. But please make sure you make everyone aware. Devandi's fine tailoring is responsible, apart from you maybe. But yes, enjoy, and enjoy the Zephyr's Assembly, of course. I hear it's going to be quite the event.
Did I hear you mention a prank shop down the way? Is it very expensive?
It is, yes. I mean, obviously, the kind of pranks that my clientele normally would try and pull is
Fair enough.
usually a rather highbrow
Indeed.
situation.
Do you mind if we visit it? This is not talking to you, of course. This is talking to
I don't
my
want to.
friends.
Sure, why not? We've got time to kill. So, while we're at it, could you give us directions to a moderately priced accommodation in the area? So,
Moderately priced?
yes, but by the area standards. I just don't want to get my eyeballs gouged out. That's all.
Understand. What's probably best? My favourite personally is probably the Subtle Knife. It's quite a small establishment, but it'll probably do the job for people of certain limited means. Yes. It's just down the way, probably about 500 yards.
All right. Thank you very much. We will take a look there.
Absolutely. Fantastic.
Thank you.
I'll see you in 2 hours.
Alright,
See
prank
you
shopping. It's a classic DM. You should never mention a store that's
Yeah,
more interesting
yeah.
than the plot.
How dare you? I clearly had that prepared. Everything
You
was
have 30
fine.
seconds to think of a whole lot of pranks.
He didn't get nervous whatsoever when he said that.
Yeah, this is yes.
Can we go to the prank shop?
This is the rod of go fuck yourself. That's worth 10,000 gold.
I'm glad I didn't mention it.
While they go to the prank shop, I am actually gonna go look for the accommodation, just like scope it out a little bit.
Okay, you're heading off there. Anyone
Yeah.
else, or is
Oh,
it just
are we all just putting all of our stuff while we're all fancy dressed in my bag of holding, or do you want to keep your weapons, just put your armor in? What do you want to do? Sorry, this is all on an Irish accent. Sorry.
Yeah, we should probably wait till we get back, I think. So,
So
keep the gear on us for now, and then when we get the accommodation, we can get all gear down. So,
Sounds good.
fancy clothes on, weapons on.
etc.
Cool.
fantastic.
Okay. So we'll say that you came out in your new fancy garb, and you've got the old stuff bundled up.
Yeah.
In
Yeah.
your bag of holding, or-
I think they're all keeping
Or
theirs,
just keeping
and then
them,
mine's in
yeah.
my bag of holding. except for my
I've,
weapon.
I've got all of my weapons on me, but
Yeah.
which is none, so I'm fine.
Right.
Nice.
But it probably makes sense if you lot probably shouldn't be brandishing weapons when you're walking around because
Why?
well, we're about to go onto an airship. Do you want to look?
That's tomorrow
Or-
morning,
or-
though.
Yeah, but or at least conceal them a little bit so they're not obvious.
Well,
Oh, it's just a staff, so.
Yeah.
just have it wrapped around me.
All right, there you go.
Mine's just a gun.
But just keep your coat covering.
I
it,
put
that's
my
what I'm
gun
saying,
away.
So
I mean, his gun-
I'll put my rifle in the bag of holding.
that's great.
You're making it difficult for me to do my job.
yeah.
So I should probably put
Sounds
my
like
shield
his job,
and
to
sword
be
in
fair.
there.
yeah.
Just the shield. Keep the sword.
Got to
Wearing
keep
a sword
some
would
It's ornamental sword.
I will say you two do look slightly more
Like
military or
appropriate.
like bodyguards,
Sure.
but high-end bodyguards.
Yeah.
So there'll be, you feel like there'll be
Keeping
some
the sword
allowances
is
around.
Constantly
this
talking
kind of
into your wrist.
Careful.
Yeah.
That's why I'm okay, take it back. Put it back on the
Sweet.
There we
Yeah,
go.
please.
Need to purchase some sunglasses while we're at.
What is sunglasses? They sound amazing.
Cool. So you're heading to the Southern Knife. Anyone else
Yep.
heading?
Just
heading
open it up.
Just you.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
Prank shop.
Yeah.
Prank shop.
Prank shop,
Uh,
definitely.
Roll
okay.
an
I'll
investigation.
come to the accommodation.
So
Actually,
we'll-
no,
so we're
I'm
gonna-
I'm
we're
gonna
gonna
definitely
talk
go into
to,
the prank shop.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Someone
No, no,
who
prank
might
shop.
know,
Why not?
aka
we have 2 hours.
an information desk.
Someone who may know an information desk, or you're looking for an information desk.
Looking for an information desk.
Okay.
Or
roll.
like a map.
Or
Or something, you know.
okay. Roll an investigation check.
Work with me. How about a perception? Like I'm looking around and perceiving the map.
Are you just glancing around for a map?
Nah.
You hope you didn't notice.
Nah, I'm just trying to perceive a map. Alright, I'll roll investigation then. Oh yeah, natural 20 for a 19.
Nice.
Nice.
Okay. You look around. You don't see any maps particularly around you because you've moved somewhat a decent way away from the stations.
Yeah.
And you get the feeling that they don't encourage tourism as such up here, and apart from the elite kind of thing who already know certain shops and certain places.
Reasonable.
You do see certain people walking around, although it is getting late in the day. But there's no immediate maps that you can find.
I will walk right in front of the friendliest looking gentleman that I can find. Hello, sir. I'm looking for. So I've got a friend, you see, and he's done me dirty, and I need to get back at him. Surely you can help me, man to man. I'm desperate. Surely you can point me in the direction of a shop where I can get back at him.
So the man that you just basically walked in front of is actually a tall elven fellow, shot white hair, tied back into a ponytail, finest green garb that you've seen in round, and he looks at you with utter disgust at having just suddenly had you into his life. You're looking for what? Sorry, your accent. I don't understand.
A prank shop.
A prank shop.
Yes. You look like you've got a lot of years on you, so you've probably got a lot of experience at messing around.
I mean, I don't feel I look anything over 150, but
Exactly. You look practically... you look extremely young, is what I'm trying to say. In your prime,
try and
sir.
try and keep up my regular exercise. Yes. A prank shop. There was one back in the day. It may have moved. It was probably... Where are we? It was probably about 300 yards that way. Take a left, 2 right turns, and then you'll find it.
300
It was called
yards.
Cherries.
Right. Okay, lovely.
Cherries.
Cheers. Thank you very much.
Small shop.
Lovely. What a gem.
Small shop, only 5 items.
Sounds about right. They probably don't sell anything.
Oh, they've had stocking.
Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you. And then just like walks off around you.
I will go back to the group and be like, the helpful gentleman said it was this way.
What are we waiting for?
You
Okay.
go.
You head off.
I find my prank shop, even though you didn't want me to.
Fucking that 20 stitches. Cool. Before we get to that, we'll go to Cord finding the subtle knife.
Elicited life.
So you follow the directions, and you find a rather gaudy shop. Front. Sorry. Even by this district's standards, you feel like this place is trying a little bit too hard. They have ornate, like Roman-style columns outside. Elaborate plants growing at the windows, drapes held open with an air of overly fancy
Yeah.
situations going on.
Compensating.
Yeah. As you step inside, there is a half elf behind the desk, behind a kind of sweeping counter, effectively wooden counter. And he's just reading through a large ledger and marking things off as he looks at it. Hello, welcome to the Subtle Knife. How can I help you?
I'm looking for accommodation for a party of 5 this evening.
Party of 5.
Yes.
Okay. He starts rustling through. We may have a couple of rooms. Probably. We're busy at the moment, or with tourist season. We can probably fit you in though. We're looking at a cost of probably 10 gold for each.
I'll be back after I talk with my party to see how many rooms exactly we need.
Of course. Yes,
Sounds
absolutely.
agreeable.
Fantastic. Just let me know.
Is there any place I can sit around here and wait a while?
Yes, you can wait at our bar if you would like. And he points over to a kind of a little compact bar that's over there with a warforged behind it.
Sweet. Thank you kindly. I walk over
Anytime.
and I sit one seat away from the warforged who's sitting at the bar.
Okay. He is dressed in a very neat waistcoat, bow tie, and has what looks like maybe a painted moustache on his face. But he welcomes you and says, "Hello, sir. Can I get you a drink?"
I'd like honeymead if you have any available, please.
Of course, absolutely. And he starts pouring a drink, pouring the honeymoon into quite a nice ornate little glass for you, and passes it over. Says, "That'll be 3 silver, please."
Here you go.
Thank you.
I pass him an extra 2 silver.
Thank you very much, sir. Appreciate it.
No problem.
He goes back to bartender duties.
I'm just going to sit and wait for the rest of the party and just kind of scope the place out, keep an eye for who comes in, who's hanging around.
Okay.
Just like-
Roll. So you're like.
Just enjoying a drink, but like keeping an eye on the place and trying to scope out like just anybody who's hanging around and or who comes in.
We'll say roll.
Looking for Petty.
No,
Actually, roll a perception check as you're trying to be subtle about it. It's just glances mostly.
natural one
Oh.
for a total of 2.
This
Or
honeymoon
3.
is good. It's good.
So bad that you go blind.
Yeah, you're not. You keep trying to stay focused on people, but it's just they keep slipping past, and you have no idea who has come and go as such. They all look very upper class, and that's about all you know at the moment. No one's standing out to you anyway.
Alrighty. This dice went away.
Into the microwave. Yeah.
Okay, so meanwhile, you guys are heading to the prank shop.
Mm-hmm.
It's always been there. Always.
Yeah.
Yeah, you at first you almost miss it
Mm-hmm.
because you're looking at normal human height, and you actually realise that it's a shop about halfling height that seems to be running along this bare wall otherwise, with just like
Hilarious.
posters and random events that are happening. You feel like this is what would be classed as maybe the seedier part of the area of this district,
Yeah.
and even this is looking pretty upper class by lower district standards.
Mm-hmm.
But you do find this rather like well carved, like wooden exterior, but just squashed in half effectively, and a small little wooden door. The sign is currently set to open.
Rather than demeaning myself by crawling in, I essentially like my perception of gravity is no longer down. It's to the side. So I essentially just like walk across the ground, but like into the shop.
Okay, so so I guess your party members
Yeah,
just
yeah,
you
essentially.
slowly, effectively limbo
Yeah.
into the shop,
Mm-hmm.
just without even a hesitation, just kind of slide into the shop.
Yeah.
Slipping occasionally because your gravity's shifting a bit, but yeah, you manage to make your way in.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to limbo in if I can.
Are you gonna limbo in as
That's
well?
right. Yes.
Actually, you make, because you don't have the shoes. Make athletics check. No, an acrobatics check. Sorry.
All right. It's the worst that could possibly happen. He says rolling a 4. 7 acrobatics.
7. Okay. You follow suit. You're like, that doesn't look too bad. And you manage to start limboing. You do fall a couple of times and have to kind of prop yourself up as you squeeze
Like
into the door.
a half kind of spider.
Yes. Yeah, you basically
Yeah.
just shift in.
As I said, I used to be the limbo king, you know. That's why they call me Prince.
And you find
Uncle Prince.
He used to be sick and based at Limbo.
yes, second in
Hey,
line for
Prince
limbo.
is still a very important title, I'll have you know. So
So you come in and find yourself pretty much face to face with your comrade, as there is
At the same
literally
level.
no room
Hey!
to really move in this. You're
Funny seeing you
practically on
here.
top of each other. You can just see past the shelves to like the edge of the shelves to a counter, and there's a halfling just sat there grinning like, "You're right there."
I'm doing just fine, thank you.
I'm
My
going
friend's
to.
struggling.
I'm going to like. Still saying about it. I'm just great. Thanks. Like,
Can I help you with anything?
I'm here to buy some pranking supplies.
Ah, well, I think you've come to the right shop.
Lovely, lovely.
What are you looking for?
Specifically stuff that can make loud noises or sounds. Well, that's exactly the same thing.
Loud noises tends to be a sound.
Loud noises or like lots of light.
Light or sound? Yeah, I've probably got something for that.
Mhm.
What's your range? What are you spending?
What's my range? Quite a distance actually is what I would prefer.
Oh, I meant financial.
Oh,
Financial range.
Financial range. Well, as much as I've got in my pocket. Of
And
course.
how much would that be?
Well, that's kind of rude, don't you think, to ask a man that?
I don't want to offer you stuff that you can't buy.
Okay, that's reasonable. I have 65 gold in my pocket.
Okay, I've got stuff for 65 gold.
Lovely. I'm intrigued to hear.
She moves off into the back. You just hear rustling and stuff. She comes back to the counter and puts down a bag. And she's like, "Firecrackers?"
How far can I throw a firecracker, do you think?
Depends how strong you are, I guess.
I'm not that
Pretty, I
strong.
mean, pretty far.
Okay.
I can throw a decent.
Have a range of 10 feet or 3 feet.
Do you have anything else?
Maybe. And she goes back in. More rustling, bang. Something making a weird, like, deflating noise at one point. And she comes back out. She's like, "Got fireworks?" And she brings out a box.
I would love some fireworks.
I'm sure you would.
Indeed.
Fireworks, a bit more pricey. These are the big ones, the big bangs.
Lovely.
Um,
I'm
we're,
intrigued.
we're looking at about 40 for this.
40?
Gold.
How many well, I assume so. How many fireworks does that come with?
It comes with 8.
Is there like a fuse or anything, or?
Yeah, they normally you set them and then they go off. Have you found fireworks before?
Yeah,
Right?
I'm just wondering how long I've got to run away from the box.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Oh, yeah,
Look,
yeah,
I'm
fair enough.
I'm trying to go with health and safety here.
She keeps like two in her head to see you probably. Yeah, no, it's a decent fuse. Probably about 6 seconds, I'd say.
Is there any
5,
way?
6 seconds, something like that.
Can I give you like a couple
Roughly
more?
a turn.
Roughly a turn, if
Roughly
whatever
a
type of turn it is. But yeah,
Work with me here. I sweeten the pot, give you an extra 5 gold, and you lengthen that fuse for me.
I lengthened the fuse.
Lengthen the fuse.
I don't usually like tampering with the goods once they're in the shop. You know,
Alright,
it
just
gets risky.
just give me some goddamn string.
Danger
I'll
money.
lengthen the fuse. Just give me some string, lady.
All right, I can give you a string.
Right, it's essentially
Do
a fuse, isn't it?
Do you want me to bring it down, or are you coming up here?
I'll be totally honest. I'm gonna need you to kind of bring it to the front of the shop. I can do this all day, but it's kind of awkward to bend down. I'd kind of poke a hole through your roof.
Yeah, don't do that, please.
Thank you.
She lifts it off and brings around these fireworks. It's a big, quite a heavy box. She struggles with it and slides it up to you, and then plonks a ball of yarn on top. So 40 and 2 silver for the string. That's my best string.
Lovely. Can do. I pass it over to her.
Cool. She takes it.
Thank you very much.
Please do missions. Anything for you, Fancy?
I'm wondering if it's probably quite a common thing you get asked, but I was looking for something that might sort of insinuate someone has an erection, or some other sort of like social faux pas that would draw attention to one person in particular.
So something that causes it, or something that looks like one?
Something that looks like someone is doing something that draws attention.
Is this for yourself or for someone else?
I haven't decided yet.
Oh, okay.
I like having options. So
Right.
yeah.
Friend.
Who are you trying to trick into thinking you have an erection? Ah,
Surprise!
Someday the right one would come along. All right.
I'm outside.
I want to make sure she knows that I'm fully functional. Okay. So.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Most of the use in this district. Actually.
Yeah.
So yeah, we've got some of the tent poles in.
Okay,
they're
yeah.
pretty low on the stock, but
Okay, all right.
obviously, what with Valentine's coming up.
10 bucks.
But,
Is there also anything that might actually cause a natural erection of some type, or is that sort of too seedy for me to ask?
It's not too seedy, but it's a little bit harder to come by.
It's
That's
more of a pharmaceutical sort
Exactly.
of thing.
Yeah, I don't have the
I'll
license.
just
for that
go
sort of
with the thing that makes it look like you've got a tent pole in your pants. That'd be great.
thing. The tent pole.
Yeah. So how much is that?
Tent pole, that is 5 gold.
5 gold. No problem.
Yeah.
I'll just
It's kind of a one-time use kind of thing.
just my friend out there.
I just lean down to the door, see my hand come through.
You know, it's great that I've got such good security because for some reason I seem to have misplaced my purse.
Well, you should have been watching it better. I'll just drop it on the ground in front of the door
Yeah.
and then kick it side of the foot in through the door.
Well, at least you're grabbing this coin purse this time, so that's fine. I hand her 5 gold. Yeah.
Pleasure. And she brings out the tent pole.
And I chuck 3 copper at Jared. There you go. That's sorry, I don't tip you enough. That's thank you for your services.
I know you meant that as a joke, but I'm taking it.
I'm taking it.
She passes you the contraption. It just looks like some sort of chastity belt with effectively a cannon attached to the front. It is like absurdly large, and it's currently folded flat. Yeah, you don't quite know how it works at the moment, but
Folded flat to the side.
yeah.
Or is it bounced?
Yeah, I think it's
Yeah.
Is it hinged?
Yeah, be careful with that. It does have a habit of going off occasionally.
all right.
Just hold it up in your waistband.
Yes.
That's
Yes.
what it goes through.
Yeah. Yeah.
Speak to it.
Classic.
Yeah.
Classic. Reminds me of high school. So, well, thank you very much. This is fantastic.
No worries. Anytime. Anything else? Or are you all good?
That was all I really was after.
We'll probably be back.
Yeah, we will no doubt be back.
Can I give you some? What's the word?
Money?
When I want to give you I can't remember it. Doesn't fucking matter. I can't remember.
Oh,
all good.
okay.
Compliments?
If you
Is it
remember
compliments?
words or anything, come see
Yeah,
me.
that's right.
I've got stuff that you can
Just
sort out.
before we leave, is there anything else interesting that you think might pique our interest, given what I've just asked about, or
Anything interesting
that you would recommend?
Oh, we got cleared out recently because of the 60s party that was going on down the road.
Gotcha.
He just doesn't want to think of anything.
I got cleared out. Come on.
Yeah.
Got some fake swords. Got some fake shit. Got a lot of fake stuff actually. Now that I think about it.
How much for the fake swords and the fake shit?
Fake swords, probably 3 silver.
All right, that's reasonable.
They are premium rubber.
How many?
Sorry?
How many? Just one each.
Well,
3 silver each.
I've got about 3 silver each. Yeah.
All
Yeah,
right,
yeah.
sure, gotcha. Yep.
Yeah, and fake shit is actually a bit cheaper. 1 silver.
All right, I will take.
Again, premium rubber.
I'll take 2 piles of fake shit. And 2 of your finest fake swords. So.
Okay, absolutely. And she moves off into one of the aisles that you can't see, and then rustles around again, and then comes back out with a bag with like weird.
So
shapes
this is
prodding
fake
out
shit
of it.
that's like moist as well, and so is it just like is it like
spongy kind of.
spongy or is it like moist? Is it fake shit that it looks wet?
She actually pulls out 2 jars.
All right, yes,
That's sweet boy.
that's
Only the base.
fake shit.
Yeah, it's fake. Yeah.
Okay, nice.
I didn't shit it.
Yeah. Okay, and I will take my my 2 jars of fake shit and my 2 fake swords and be on my way then.
No worries.
The idea that she says,
We've got just one jar of fake shit. Actually, wait, no. Give me a minute. I'll go in the back, and I think there might be another one.
it's definitely not
Do you know
real.
what?
Well, at least I
We've
didn't.
got 2. Yeah. We've got 2. What are the odds? There we are.
There'll probably be more batches in about 4 to 6 hours if you want to wait around. But
If
And
it wasn't
that's,
me who shattered, then who?
It's clearly fake. Yeah. All right. Thank you. I think we've made quite a decent haul. Let me just update my inventory.
yeah,
Those
find
are
that on
D&D Beyond?
D&D Beyond, yeah. Fake
Yeah.
shit. Jar of fake shit.
Really got fake shit. Do you know what? There's no results
What?
not found. I don't believe you,
Man,
Dean.
for homebrew. Yeah, you can list it whatever you want. Now, do you guys need help getting out? A lot of our customers, they come in and then I shove them out, basically.
I just calmly walk out.
Just like
Just turn
the
around.
ultimate like moonwalker.
Yeah.
Slides out.
I'm going to attempt to limbo back out.
Okay, do another.
Oh, better. 13.
Can I impose disadvantage by getting in the way, please?
I'll say yes. Actually.
All right. Ah, shame.
Fuck.
It's still 13.
Okay, yeah.
Otherwise it would've
Especially
been
you
an
manage to artfully dodge around as you're basically crawling your way out at this point, like shimmying backwards, and you manage to pull yourself out of the shop and stand up. So there you go. Got your prank stuff.
Yeah.
What are you guys doing now?
Making
I
our way
was
back
going to say, while
to...
they're in here, I'm going to check the Kincaid.
Oh yeah, where'd you go?
Yeah. So Kincaid, how did you end up traveling with Prince?
Oh, he hired me as security. He'd never been to this part of the world before, so he figured he wasn't really keen on traveling alone. He does need to come here, but he doesn't need to do it by himself. So he pays me, and I keep him alive.
You seem like you've known him a long time.
Not really. I met him a short time before we left to come here, but he mostly found me through back channels. I work for some people who he worked with. But if he has coin, I have time to spare.
What about when he runs out of coin?
Well, then I just depart. Now he knows the deal. I have a reputation.
So, Alright.
What about you? You from this part of the world?
I'm from House Tarash, outside of here. But,
so very much this part of the world. Anything that we need to know?
No, not really. I just thought I'd come and have a look at the world. I spent a lot of time in my house and not really explored much, so I thought I might come and see what it's like.
Well, you picked a hell of a time to leave the house.
Yeah, some things have been concerning to me, but that's alright.
Otherwise, you seem like you know
It's
what you're doing.
Yes, well,
Happier to have you here than maybe one or two of the others. Prince is a handful. He's hard to keep alive.
I can see that. The other one, the other tall fellow, he's got a way of getting us into trouble, I think.
He likes to hit things with his head. I think it might have slowed him down a little.
Yes, that makes for fun times, I guess.
Well, did you find anything?
Fireworks? What could be useful?
I found a belt that makes it look like you have a massive erection.
Good. I'm glad we came here.
And I say,
Are you just a silhouette of a man?
I know what someone's getting for their next holiday.
An erection?
Yeah. Hey, buy me
But
dinner
from
first.
whom?
Speaking of which, I also found 2 jars of fake shit. I say that questionably, and I pull out the 2 jars.
Can I just give it a cursory, nature or medicine check?
I mean, how fake it is.
I'll let you choose whichever one you want, nature or medicine.
Alright, I'll go medicine because I'm a bit higher on that. Oh, that's definitely
cocked.
cocked.
That's
Yeah.
cocked,
That is 9.
9. So you gingerly take the jar away from him, shake it a bit, and you just see it's moving there, and it's mostly liquid. It might be shit, but without opening up, it has a label on it with hastily scrawled shit.
No kidding.
Does it have a date?
I used by it.
What's the expiry?
Best before.
Bottled on.
Yeah, you're
Done
pretty
very
sure this
shit.
is shit. Well, you're as sure as you want to be that this is shit of some
So
sort.
I assume that the prank is you tip it out on something. I think equally it could be just as much of a prank if you just leave the jar somewhere.
Could be.
That would raise more questions than anything else.
If we would just sneak into someone's room and just leave it at a really obvious place. Yeah, I mean, the possibilities are endless. To be honest, he just said he had fake shit and it took
Maybe
my
sneak it
fancy.
into
So you
someone's
paid for
bag
shit.
before they try
I
to
did,
get on.
I
So
did.
when they search the bags, they'll find a jar of shit.
Oh, how did that get in there?
That's not mine.
They probably won't want to search the rest of the bag. That'd just be the tip of the iceberg. That'd be the least suspicious thing. And I also got this, and I'm going to lunge at him with the fake sword.
Okay, roll an attack.
That is... I don't have proficiency with fake sword, so I think it's
Just add
probably
your
a
strength.
14.
That's
Okay.
not enough.
Yeah.
I just want to block it out of the side and pull the gun on him, just as a reaction. Ugh.
You just react as this sword just bows around as you walk in, just ready to shoot your Simon in the face.
Okay, don't do that again.
We've got 2 of these. Once again, I'm not quite sure how all of this is going to combine together, but I'm sure at some stage it'll come in handy.
I'm sure we'll think of something.
Every single piece of this equipment. So, all right.
I just want to say, surprisingly, I feel like I'm the only one that actually bought something reasonable.
Well, that's just your fucking opinion. So.
Also perfectly reasonable.
Yeah.
I so wish I was there right
All right. Should we carry on back to our accommodation with all our valuables? So.
Okay. So you
Box
head.
of fireworks in my pocket.
We hit to the silver witch if we don't know where it is.
No, we did get directions.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Find a
you
way
know
back
your
away.
way back to
Go back and then
the
make
store, and then
directions.
yeah. So your comrades come stumbling in a little bit later.
Oh, I come stumbling up to them. Fucking drop myself fuck on accident. So Honeymead is fucking strong.
And how many have you had so far?
One.
That's
Empty stomach.
note to self. I'll be having the Honeymead. In fact, can I get some? Honey? I'm going up to the bar and grab some
I am
Honeymead.
gonna go upstairs.
It's 99
I
time.
stumble up.
Do we have a room yet?
Yeah, the guy stops you and
10
says,
gold
"Sir,
apiece, 10
sir?"
gold. 10 gold apiece. And then I just walk upstairs. Which one's mine? I don't know. I'm just gonna go.
No, you are just trying doors up there. You have no idea where you're going. Yes. Yes. 10 gold, please. Is he going to be a problem? Does he drink a lot?
That's a matter of your perception.
Well, yes. That's what I'm asking. I guess like,
You
he seems
consider
to be a lot of.
A lot to be
10
physically
gold
more
apiece.
than the size of his body. 'Cause then
Okay.
Maybe.
Okay. Well, if I can sort out a couple of rooms for you, gentlemen. Please.
Yes, I mean,
take him
I'm
and-
assuming that you got contacted by the airship, that I was going to be arriving with my entourage. So I assume it's all paid up front, right?
By the airship.
Yes, that's right. Have you not had a look?
It's the Zephyr's envy.
Can you-
How could you not know he's
Can
going
you
to be on
handle
there?
All right.
it's being expensed. He's. You know who this is?
I'm going to
What a waste of time.
prestidigitation behind myself, some like glittery sparks to try and hit it in the dim light I imagine is available
Yes.
in the bar, and sort of have a gust blow my, I don't have hair because I'm wearing a hat, but blow the leaf, the feather on the thing to give an appearance of
Yeah.
Look,
majesty.
I told Captain Delarendo that this was going to be a waste of time, but he insisted that this was the best place to be.
Well, I'm quite disappointed. I heard a lot about this place, but
There's going to be a lot of expenses.
that is
Roll a. I'll let you choose either performance or persuasion.
they're
check,
both the
'cause they're
same,
pretty much
but
the
I'm
same.
going to choose performance.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Could I assist him?
Yes, with advantage. Sorry.
Excellent. Oh, here we go.
Destroy him with your words.
21.
21. Yeah. Oh yes, of course, Captain
Delarendo.
Delarendo. Captain Delarendo. Yes. Yes. There must have been some sort of mistake. But
That's
yes,
fine.
these
These things
rooms will be covered by the envy. I'm sure.
That includes our friend, so I'm assuming what he paid you is just going to go straight on the tab for all of us while we stay here. So
Yes, well, it's still on the floor at the moment.
Okay.
But yes,
I'll pick it up and take it
Okay.
in later.
Okay. Yes, that should be
I'll go
fine.
after it.
Absolutely.
I didn't mean to continue.
Yes, and he goes and grabs a couple of keys and passes them over. Do you have any luggage, or are you okay?
no, we tend to travel light. We've got ourselves sorted. Look, that was a close one. I mean, I didn't want to have to make a scene, but it's clearly
Apologies
the.
again for that.
Well, no, we heard a lot about the establishment, and you've just done a fine job saving the reputation of this place. So
Thank you, sir.
you're a valuable employee. I tell you what. So I'm just gonna go over here and drink some Honeymead. Okay.
Of course.
Thank you.
Yes. Yes. Bastion, make sure they have drinks. Thank you. And Warforge nods and starts pouring out Honeymead as well.
As soon as we sit down and he's like, 10 gold each
Mhm.
night. This was supposed to be the cheap place,
Yeah.
not just the expensive place.
I imagine. Imagine how much that would have been. That's crazy. This bodes quite well though, because if people have that kind of cash to splash around,
I doubt the Envy's ever even going to notice a expenses charge of 40, 50 gold.
exactly. Well done, by the way. That was fantastic. This is proving to be
Thank you.
quite a useful partnership.
It's insane watching you
Maybe we'll
guys
find
act. It's,
Yeah.
it's like you've done this before.
Yeah. Well, he's constantly acting like he doesn't want to punch me in the nuts over and over again. He's had quite a lot of practice in the last couple of weeks, so.
I'm going method at the moment.
Yeah. Actually punches me in the
The moment I break character. It's okay, I'm not very strong.
You do hear ruckus from upstairs as Cord is trying various doors. Occasionally just bursting in on people
Oh, all right.
in various
Oh.
disarray.
I'll go up and say,
I still got the Honeymead. I'm still drinking. I'm still trying to finish one cup. It's like a It's a matter of ego at this point.
Not a soldier left behind.
You're in the clattering of his various what are they called?
Drones.
The drones just clattering along the hallways occasionally, just
They've just
bumping
fallen
into
out
shit
of my
and-
backpack. They're just all over the floor.
We're free!
I gain 8 bonus hit points.
I mean, we do still have bonus hit points.
You still have 11.
Until the
How long
end
have they
of the
lost?
day.
Till tomorrow at like
Onwards?
8 o'clock,
Gotcha.
like the next
8
day.
a.m.
Quite a long time. 24 hours.
Sick.
Cool. So you guys just drinking the night away, or
You have 11.
They can. I'm gonna wander back and get my hat.
I'm drinking a reasonable amount. Oh yeah, your hat. What about
Are you okay going by yourself?
I'm assuming they show me my proper room.
Mm-hmm.
It's just
we'll say at some point these guys come and find you and
Put you
gather you and your drones up and bundle you into a room.
at 7 p.m.
I'm the lightweight.
Okay, so you're heading back to the
Yep.
shop.
yeah.
Okay, you go back. It's again locked, but he sees you. He's waiting there with a box ready, and he's like, comes and opens it up and passes it over and says, "Hopefully, this will be much more to your specifications."
Well,
Again, I cannot apologize enough.
well, this hat saved your life.
Oh my god.
So it better not be shit.
That's what the other one was scary. But,
As this 6'4" half orc stands over him.
yes, of course. Apologies. No, this is perfect. I promise you. And you open up the box and you find that it's actually kind of almost like a hooded cowl style that seems to attach to your attire. And when you pull it over, your face seems to darken as shadows just seem to come across a little bit.
Sweet.
Hopefully that's okay.
Yeah. Did you put that glimmer thing in it?
The glamour.
The glamour
thing?
wave?
And I snapped my fingers.
The shadows disappear. It's like, yes, that's what I did, and it just comes back again. There's a mirror if you want to see what's actually happening, but yes, it'll do some work for you.
Yeah, I'll try it out.
Okay. Appreciate you not murdering me.
Yeah, so I gotta chuck it on and head to the mirror. Let me see.
Your features seem to become. It's kind of weird. It's not so much shadows, but your features become a little bit more indiscernible. Like you can't quite make out how exactly you look.
Yeah.
And then when you click, your face suddenly comes back almost like a relief.
Is there anything else that I noticed about it?
Roll an intelligence check.
That would be 8.
It keeps your ears warm. That's quite nice.
Your ears warm.
This is all going to plan.
I love that.
Apart from that, it just feels like a hood.
Warm ears. They're really warm.
Alright. I'll drop the hood and I'll thank him and head on out the store.
Give him a tip because he did it so fast.
Such a good job, too.
He bustles you out of the shop, shuts the door, locks it, lights go off. You can't even see where he's gone now. The sign's turned so quickly.
You see, like, the door being visibly barred.
You're looking through the window and you
Shutters
can
come
see
down.
him like plane shifting. Out of here.
Please roll.
A helicopter takes off.
You turn around and there is no shop. No. Yeah, so you have your attire
Yeah,
changed,
sweet. Alright.
transmogrified.
Have the hood on and head on back to the sleeping. Actually, there aren't any other shops around that were open.
None.
Just one.
They're all shut.
No food shops.
No, this is actually getting
No other
pretty
shops
late.
exist. You just realised.
It's just plain.
There's
brick
only
walls.
2.
No, this is getting pretty late, and everywhere is actually shut.
Okay,
this
so-
is
Yeah.
This
Okay.
isn't down in the lovers. This is,
No,
Yeah.
okay, go back.
It's like 10 o'clock or something.
yeah, we're getting into midnight hours. Yeah.
Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, we'll just head back.
Cool. So
Go
you
to
head
sleep.
back.
Yeah.
You catch these guys as they're still in the bar, probably. I think. Head up.
No doubt Prince is telling a tall tale.
Yes, that's
I'm
right.
sure.
That's right. So that was the third time that I won the Limbo national event, and it's the first time anyone ever got 3 in a row. They called it a hat trick because of my amazing hat. It's great. So.
The wolf was just leaning there impassively, and the other guy's just like, the money, the money.
Yeah.
The whole time.
Oh, look, our friend's back. Oh, look at those fancy digs. Check it out. Look at
It's
this
a nice
fella,
hat.
eh?
Oh, feel like I'm ready to go on an airship.
All right. I'll probably have another one in me still, and then maybe hit the hay, get some rest in.
Are we sharing rooms at all, or do we have our own rooms?
You've got 2 rooms between the lobby. So you
the
can
big
split it.
rooms.
Yeah, they're
Cool.
decently sized, especially for what you're used to.
Excellent. All right.
Okay.
Well, I'm gonna finish my my jug of meat and then make my way upstairs for a bit of a nip.
Okay. So you all head up to your various rooms. And you crash. Some of you more drunkenly than others. Yeah, you pass through a long rest. And that's probably a good place.
Oh, actually, can I please make sure that I go into his room, and while he's sleeping, I'm gonna replace whatever he's holding with one of the jars of shit.
Make a sleight of hand check with
Great.
well, no, because you're pissed too.
I'll give him advantage.
How are you giving him advantage?
I'll be like holding him up and just kinda
trying to like.
exactly. I'll be like
Be
rocking him.
Yeah, just keeping him asleep. Okay.
Yeah.
So is
Alright,
it straight
with
roll?
advantage?
With advantage. Right.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. That's 19.
19. What's your perception?
Passive?
Yeah.
Because you're asleep.
Yeah. 1 sec, I gotta go to 12.
12.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, you managed to slip a jar of shit into the man's hands.
Good. We look at it.
After very carefully positioning it. This is actually the other one, and it says more shit. But as far as you know, you were nicely cuddled up and enjoying yourself.
So what did they take out of my hands exactly?
I think they just propped open
They
your
put
hands.
a
and
jar
put-
of shit into your hand, so you're like,
So you're
you just
asleep
immediately
like
just
on
started
a
like,
chair, with a label on it that says shit.
I'm just I'll go back downstairs and ask the bartender if he's got a funnel. Bring that back upstairs and like kind of dip the end in the other jar of shit and put it next to him.
Also, do you have an empty jar that I can place?
the bartender's very confused by the request for a funnel and an empty jar.
But all very standard bar.
So,
Last
got
time
it.
I checked.
So, I guess.
There's no reason why you shouldn't have it.
I will need these returned, though. And please make sure they're clean, obviously.
No, I'm not doing that.
I will not.
Cannot do that.
Okay.
And then make your way
I
upstairs.
promise nothing.
Okay, and you place it.
Plant them, yes.
Make a constitution check,
I can do that.
because you're trying to smear shit from a jar of shit
Without
onto something
laughing.
else. Without gagging as well.
Ooh, 7.
Probably,
7.
you should probably put a
Nice.
little bit on his lips too.
What was he doing?
Wait, what's happening?
You start to do it, and you start to feel your stomach
just-
going like.
I'm just holding it over the jar.
You manage to barely keep it.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
you have to swallow down a little bit. You know, you're fucked. But you manage to position it as best you can to look like God knows what has happened in this room with Cord at this point.
What's happened to me? Sorry?
Was it both jars you?
So you're holding a jar of shit.
Just one.
Okay.
Just
There's
one.
also a
Okay,
funnel
yeah.
that's got shit around it to make it look like you used it to fill the jar. I guess that's the inference here. You're gonna wake up and think that you have shit in a jar using a funnel.
But to be fair, like there's
There
very
would be
little
revenge.
anywhere else. Like
It
you
was
should,
clean.
you should be impressed. Yeah,
accuracy.
the accuracy.
Whoever has done this has started something, they better be prepared to finish.
I'm going crank shopping next.
It's simultaneously the best and worst item I've ever made. Cool, so you managed to sleep through the night, rest well, enjoying yourself?
I get my 8 hours at 3 a.m.
I'm
I'm investigating. I am fucking pissed.
You wake up and you didn't have another pillow, and then you realise that it's not a pillow, it's a jar, and it says shit on the label.
It looks
And-
like shit.
There's also a funnel, and there's also an empty jar, both with shit on them. And it
Can
smells
I-
horrific by now.
Can I try and go back through the memory banks and just be like, 1 cup of mead? Trying to figure out if this was me or not.
Do you want to do an investigation?
I need to figure this shit out.
You can do
A,
an
figure this
investigation.
looks like my shit. Because I would know.
Yeah.
Do an investigation check.
Do I get advantage because I?
'Cause you know
I've
your
seen my
own
own
shit.
You know your own shit.
I didn't have corn yesterday.
I would say yes, but you're also quite hungover, and this smell is not helping at all, so they've cancelled each other out.
I'm hungover after 1 cup of mead. It was that strong. I'm just checking.
Yeah, you're
Okay.
pretty fucked.
Okay.
This isn't in my shit diary.
12.
12.
Yes.
It takes you a little bit of time and focusing on not throwing up, but you get the feeling this might not be your shit. You do know that you don't tend to keep your shit in a jar. That's the first red flag.
Yeah,
of the
Start to go
situation.
through the memory. And
Hold
Who
on.
the
It's
fuck?
not May. This isn't shit in the jar, man.
this ain't my shit.
Yeah.
This is not my shit. Okay.
Also, you're in the room with at least 1 or 2 other people, by the way. I don't know who's actually staying with you, but
Who's in my room?
I probably would have stayed in the room. Yeah, I would have had the
Actually,
goal to be
I
like,
probably-
yeah, I
I
want to see
probably
this.
would've been,
I want to see this
so-
come to fruition. Yeah.
Alright.
they seem to be sleeping soundly, at
Yep.
least.
I want to go through and check their inventory.
Yeah.
Okay, roll a sleight of hand check.
I'm gonna sit higher.
Yeah.
One sec. That is a 9.
Oh, my
Nine.
passive perception is 10. It's terrible. And yeah.
So you do hear a rustling happening. Keep get.
Morning. How early is it?
I pull out and cock my gun. Who had shit?
And I peer over, and I see the funnel, and it's like,
It's not my shit.
it's,
I know
just,
my shit.
I'd assume it's not your shit.
Who-
No. No, that's not. So don't worry. It's not your shit. I don't know whose shit it is.
Roll a deception check.
It's not a super shit because I don't know whose
Oh,
shit it
that's
is.
true. Alright, roll a persuasion check.
I'm an
Like,
insight
it's not
You're
check.
pretty
my
sure
shit.
you know the current owner of the shit. And then
Princess comes out in little pellets.
Yeah. That is a 14.
14.
My insight is 7, so I
Yeah.
do not believe you.
He seems to be telling the truth.
Okay.
Yeah. It's I don't know whose shit that is. But that's whoever did that to. Do you know what? That makes sense now. It was Kincaid's idea to go to the prank place in the first. I knew he's always up to no good. That fucking hell. I'm sorry. He does this all the time. I thought he'd be over the worst of it, but
This is Kincaid.
probably. I mean, I when I came in, you didn't have a funnel and a jar of shit lying about yourself. So it's. Yeah, look, I'm really sorry. I
No
I
said.
thought it'd be better behaved.
Thank you. Am I done
That
right?
surely is a lie that's never getting off the ground. It's Kincaid and his wicked sense of humor.
Some tracks.
That
so far.
notoriously
I
funny
fully
man.
believe it. I rolled a 7 on my insight checks.
and I'm gonna sleep so soundly, but at the same time I have a thought like, he's gonna kill me. Worth it. Yeah.
One.
And then go to sleep. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm also like, I'm guessing it's like 3:30 by this time or whatever. I'm just gonna watch the bar and or the whole building basically. Just another scope out mission.
Are you like heading out and just to do it?
Just a quick walk around and then go see if the Warforge is there. Order some lemon water. Just get some fresh air.
The Warforge is there. His amber eyes are a little bit more dulled now, and he is in stationary. But as you come up, his eyes brighten. So, hello, sir. Can I get you something?
I would like some lemon water, please.
Lemon water, coming right up. And he goes and prepares you the water. Passes it. Feeling a bit worse for wear?
I'm not a weak drunk, but you're honey mead. Jesus fucking Christ. What'd you put? Who brewed the fucking stuff?
That's a personal creation of my own, sir. It's actually what we're known for, the honey mead here.
That needs to come with a warning next time.
Of course. But, yes. I'm glad you enjoyed it, at least. You wouldn't care for more than right now.
No. Time
Okay.
to keep my wits about me.
Okay. Well, feel free to use the facilities as you would like.
Thank you. I'm just gonna sit and wait for people to wake up and just keep an eye out. Same thing as last night that I failed to do so much because of this fucking honey mead.
Roll another perception check. This time with advantage because it's early in the day.
11.
11.
Yes.
Yes. Okay, you're a little bit more alert, keeping an eye on places. You do get distracted occasionally by the smell that is clinging to you.
And I'm a bit hungover.
And a bit hungover. You don't see anyone coming in. You do make the assumption that they don't tend to have like midnight visitors or early hours really, and that even at the best of times this place doesn't get good traffic.
Just keeping an eye out.
Nothing untoward. You do briefly see a beak stick in slightly and then just vanish again.
That actually brings me a bit of comfort.
But yeah, apart from that, nothing.
Okay. Just gonna wait for everybody to wake up.
Cool. So you guys rise and shine?
When I wake up, I immediately try and clean up the remains of the jar
I
shit.
ain't cleaning
And,
those fucking shit.
yes, and try and like scrub off the funnel. Yeah, as much as I can with whatever running water may be available. I'll just prestidigitation that shit over.
There you go.
Yeah,
Yeah,
cool.
it's just instantly clean, although you do know it was covered in shit.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
just the bad worst
Yeah.
part. But, yeah. Jar and funnel is clean.
Yeah.
And there's still the jar of shit.
There's still the jar of
Just
shit.
lying
Yeah.
there, yeah. Like,
Yeah.
slightly less, but it's still there.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. And I'd like to go and see meet up with the others.
Okay, so
yeah,
you
yeah.
head down.
Yeah.
Everyone else heads down,
Yeah.
I presume?
Yeah.
Okay.
And before I do, I hand you the funnel. I'm like, you did promise you'd give it back to the bartender. I've cleaned it for yourself.
Fine, I'll do it.
Do you give it back to the
I do give it back to the
Oh,
bartender.
I see this.
He takes it.
And on the way
Listen.
down, I'm handing it to you
I see
before
the
we
funnel.
get to the bar.
Yeah,
Because I'm
yeah.
like, he's gonna fucking kill me. So.
I keep it cool. Just
Yeah.
about
But you see Ellen pass
Just a mental check.
jar and funnel to the Warforged, who thanks you very kindly.
I'm very sorry for my friend. Oh, he's already down here.
Why? What happened?
You don't ask.
Why'd your ass there? Puts it away.
Dishwasher at least 3 times.
Yeah, at least 3 times.
You don't know if Warforged could look confused, but you figured there is some confusion to his face. And he moves it over to the sink. I'm ready to watch.
Just kind of meet up with everyone else.
Mhm.
Yep. So you guys
Before
are.
I leave the bar, I'm gonna ask the Warforged, who'd you lend that funnel to last night?
So who brought it back?
Fuck.
Thank you kindly.
Anytime.
I go over and join the party.
Okay.
Kincaid comes down and just once the prince says, I see you're wearing the erection device.
No, that just happens every morning. No. I call it the sundial because I can set my watch to. Oh, must be 8 in the morning.
Oh, we're gonna be late. We should probably go.
Okay. From that timely reminder, you guys head off out into the day to find the Zephyr's Envy. And that seems like a good place to take a break, actually.
Yes.
Agreed.
Cool, we'll be back soon. Welcome back.
Kia ora, whānau.
Oh, hello.
There you go. That old Twitch delay.
Okay.
Classic.
Classic Twitch delay. Okay, so as we left off, you guys were in First Light. Some a little worse for wear. Some people smelling like shit. Ready to head off towards the airship. That is the Zephyr's MV. So you guys step out into the district. You just make your way down, or
Should probably press to digitize us.
Yes,
That would help.
yes, we should look a little bit cleaner presenting. So yeah, prestidigitation everyone in a safe place.
in a safe place. Always safe. Yep, you all look a little bit more spruced up. Your clothes, they look a little bit less ruffled from where you've been just keeping them and stuff, and the smell has dissipated to some level
Nice.
again.
Did we
For
put our
some
weapons
people,
Yeah,
anyway.
it clings a little bit over this side for some reason.
I'm keeping my sword on me, but my
Did we figure
javelins
out
and shield will go in the bag of holding.
will they allow us weapons onto the ship?
We just have a walking staff. So.
Well, maybe this is where the fake swords come into play.
Well, I did have a thought on that.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe if you bundle them up with the real weapons, then you could just say, "Oh, this is our bundle of fake swords for the."
Yes, no, we could definitely do that. Would you be alright with that? Just to get it on board without raising any suspicion.
We just put them in the bag of holding.
If we're going
and
to
you
do that,
don't-
yeah. Why don't we just put them in the bag of holding if we're going
Okay.
to do that?
Seems less likely to fail.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah.
Yes, I'll just add the
If they ask
swords
what's
to
in
the
the
bundle of
in the
swords.
bag, then you can pull them out and say it's props.
That's right. Yes.
Okay, so fake swords are going in the bag.
And with the 2 jars of fake shit as well.
I was
Very
going to ask,
important.
yes.
Very important.
And
What?
my bag of holding?
What in
this bag of holding?
in with the swords and whatnot, it would add to the whole fake aesthetic. They go, what fake swords? That's ridiculous. Well, here's a fake jar of shit. So, and then
It's a fake bag. in general.
I don't deal with shit.
okay, that's fine. I can just keep them on my person.
That's fine. We'll just go
alright.
find another bag of holding. We might miss the ship, but if someone's going to be a diva about it,
Hey, leave him alone. He's had a rough night. Okay, and I just give him a
It wasn't very
like a
I don't
beer.
even acknowledge.
No. All right. I'll just carry this 2 jars of shit on my person. How, I forgot to ask, how big are these jars? Just out of curiosity.
They're pretty hefty. They're probably like.
I thought as much. That's
Yeah.
good. I thought they were like a couple of gallons. Maybe that's way more reasonable. I'll
Two
find
kegs
some
of
way
shit,
to
maybe.
Yes. Just pop when ready. I'm going to somehow. Do you know what? I'll put them down my pants.
fitting.
It's great. See, this is the belt's also coming into play because it actually supports.
You
supports
can just
the
tie
jars.
it to
Yeah, where's the sense of adventure? No, I'll use that.
hey, what's in your pants? Shit.
Oh, well, my eyes are up here. Thank you very much. But
Think they'll let me wear my sidearm?
yeah, just put it down your pants. I mean,
The bag holding.
after seeing what I'm packing, they're not going to have much interest in yours anyway. So,
It's going in the bag.
all right,
Down in the bag.
Yeah, both guns in the bag.
Alright.
great. So you can take rid of the jars then.
It won't fit in the holster.
That's right. Just put them down your pants. That's great. Cool.
Okay, so you head down, looking very much the picture of Upper Elite Shan,
Mhm.
as you make your way to Terminus, which I'm presuming you just take the trip down.
Absolutely. Yes.
Cost you 1 silver this time, because it's about halfway. But you get off.
And because we're just better people now.
Yeah, it's just because you are more privileged. Yep, so you get off. You do notice a fair bit of excitement in the area. And you cannot help but notice the massive ship out to the east. This is the size of like buildings, like ginormous, 200 feet long, about 60 feet across. You do notice, interestingly enough, the airships you've seen around, and there have been only a few, but you notice there's only been like a kind of fiery ring around the ship. This one seems to have 2, or at least placements for 2. One's burning away, red crackling energy, as you look up at it. And you see the hull of the ship is carved with these ornate white clouds curving round like minute details in this as it grows up towards an air elemental that's at the front of the ship.
Bow.
Wow, that's the word. Who's leaning out with a face like fury, basically. You gather this is the Zephyr's Envy.
Nice.
You see that there is a tower standing next to it, where it floats, and you see some sort of lift system that seems to be moving up and down, and a small queue of people at the front.
Alright.
Can I just check if anyone with weapons is in the queue? And if they're getting led on with weapons?
Roll a perception check.
Okay. That's 6.
6.
Excellent.
Yeah, it's difficult to see exactly what's happening up at the front. You can't easily tell. You don't see many people with weapons anyway. You get the feeling this is quite a lavish affair, and it's not really. They're not particularly worried about attacks or anything, but yeah, you have no idea.
Fair enough.
Cool. So you guys head up. As you get up to the front of the queue, you see quite a large, burly-looking dragonborn, copper dragonborn. Deep scar on his left eye, and levers and with some kind of blue accented accents to it as well. As he's standing in front of you and goes, "Right, can I see your papers?"
Yes, I have the tickets.
Okay. You here for just entertainment, or pleasure?
Say that.
Both, hopefully.
Fair enough. No weapons up in the boat.
I wouldn't dream
Of course.
it. Wouldn't dream it.
No weapons. Okay. Okay. Hands back the cards and waves you onto a small platform. As you step on, it starts to just float up into the tower, and when it rests to a stop, you are at the deck of the Zephyr's Envy. Again, massive. Pretty massive. You can now get a better view of the elemental ring that's running around this boat, the crackling energy that's barely contained. You see people milling about, just observing, marveling, looking over the edge. A couple of people shouting down to crowds at the edge of the dock. And you can see a couple of an observation deck at the front and a couple of buildings towards the back as well, or structures, shall we say.
Well, should we just socialize?
Yeah, absolutely. Where are we like to start? Do you want to split up, or are we sort of moving as a posse?
We need a means to communicate if we're gonna split up.
I reckon we find our rooms first, kind of a base of operations,
Good point.
and then we can find where the casino holdings are kept. I'm sure that's our best bet, find those blueprints.
Kincaid laughs as if he's heard a joke loudly and obnoxiously.
Good cover. And I'm keeping my voice
And,
down as well. Like
smile.
this is a very
These people
right.
love
First
fake
off,
smiles.
I'm wondering what happens if
Oh,
you
really?
throw something into the electricity ring, into the energy ring.
Jar shit, perhaps.
you could cause a catastrophic chain reaction within the levitation aspects of the spell ring. Could
You
come
wanna do a
crashing
test
down
with
or
what
even break
class?
us all apart. I mean, they're not exactly delicate, but I mean, the force fields, I reckon, are more a bit less strong on the inside of the ship.
Mm-hmm.
You cause a distraction, I'll do it.
I would like off the boat before you guys try something so foolhardy. I mean, I'm not suicidal. But...
It's for science.
Yeah, we have
No, I just told you exactly what would happen from a scientific perspective. I deal with this technology on a daily basis. Please don't do that.
I can fly. It'll be fine.
Oh, you can fly.
Let's
You know
try to
what?
fly.
You do it.
Sorry, Kincaid.
Well, let's find what we're after first, and then
Mm-hmm.
we can all go down in a blaze of glory.
Secondary option.
Secondary.
Yeah, let's just make sure that that's not the first go to. We're just brainstorming out it. So, should we go find your rooms first, and then figure out where to from there? So.
Great.
You do see a small halfling chap over by the side in similar blue outfits that you'd seen on the people at the bar.
Mm-hmm.
Just helpfully pointing people towards particular locations, just like helping them along.
Cool.
He comes up and says, "Hello, can I help you?"
We're just trying to find our rooms, actually.
Of course. Yes. Do you have names that you're under, or?
Yes. No, we definitely have names they were under.
It's on this ticket.
Yes.
Takes the ticket. Oh, okay. Well, follow me. Yes, of course. And he starts leading you, down to the second floor.
as
I'm
we
gonna
go. Like, excuse me.
Low down.
How long is this trip? How long does it take to get?
Oh, around 3 days to Stormhome. Yes. Yes, it's a maiden voyage. It's quite exciting. So we're quite proud of it. But yes, we'll have 3 days passing towards the Moorlands, not too close, don't worry, but heading our way north to Stormhome. Cool. And he carries on leading you down to the lower deck.
On the way down, can I keep an eye out for like a directory, like one posted on the wall, just to give a layout of the floors, or maybe I can ask the guy who's showing us like where the casino is relative to where we're staying.
Roll a perception check.
Can I assist?
Natural one.
Natural 1.
Yep.
You
Damn.
don't spot
Two
anything. The halfling seems to be rushing you along quite rapidly, so you don't get much of a chance to really see your environment for long. You do assume that there will be some on here. This seems like quite a luxury airship, so
Cool.
presumably they look after their guests. But he leads you through to a couple of cabin rooms. One of them slightly larger and quite luxuriously laid out. And he says, I believe this is for you, for your entertainment.
Yes, that's
Of
right.
course.
Thank you very much.
And I don't know if anyone's staying with you, but there's a bunk there as well for anyone else.
That's fantastic. I'll let you guys know if I'm having anyone over. So thank you.
Okay. Well, the 4 of you are in this one then, I'm afraid. And it's a slightly smaller, cramped bedroom where there's 3 beds.
Oh, good.
And he says, any bags, any luggage that I can take care of, or are you settled?
We're fine, thank you.
We're settled.
Okay. Well, don't hesitate to give one of me or my colleagues a shout.
Thank you.
What's your name? Sorry.
Thank you very
My name is Benji.
Benji.
Yes.
I'll remember that one.
So will I. And he walks off. Cool. So you've been shown to your rooms.
I have a feeling that we didn't get enough clothes.
We'll be fine.
Enough clothes.
Prince can clean
Ah.
them.
Oh,
Yeah.
we each got 2 pairs of clothes. That's what we paid for.
I think that's what the glamour was for.
Oh, was it?
Yeah,
Prince
yeah.
can prestidigitation,
Yeah, I can just prestidigitation and stuff. That's right.
clean out stuff.
Yeah.
Cool. I just thought we ordered 2 pairs. That's what I remember written down.
It was one set for the lot.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okie dokie.
Okay, the ruse is up, and I throw my bag up on the top bunk. Sucker.
Well, there's actually in his room. It's like one small side bunk, and then there's this quite elaborate.
Please tell me it's in the
Round
shape of
bed.
a love shot. I love that.
No, just circular. It's not
circular,
quite
yeah.
quite that, but it is.
They will be getting a
lavish.
terrible Yelp review.
As we just stand surveying the bed dynamic, who is this room for? Like, Who gets that and who gets this? Just in a normal situation.
It's a mystery. Who knows?
Like, what is this person to that person?
You probably don't want to know.
That's all I'm going to think about.
I'm sure you will. While you're sleeping over there, it's
Alright.
probably quite an apt place to think about
You're
it.
paying for it.
Yeah, that's right.
Maybe you should keep your bodyguard with you.
What's the
There's
plan?
only 3 months here.
That's a
Yeah.
good point. Kincaid, you can fuck off. Just kidding, of course.
That was just a ruse to make them think he was some kind of piece of shit.
Yeah. It's pretty effective.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we came on board without a plan, so maybe we
Mhm.
should seize the opportunity now to put one together.
Agreed. So, we got told we need to talk to the captain, right? Well, find a way to
maybe.
get information from the captain anyway, because they would know. They would know more about where the blueprints are. But it's quite risky, though, obviously.
That's a big risk. And I take it we're gonna leave the taking of the item until the very end. of the journey?
Yes.
Because once we have it and we're aboard the ship.
Yeah, we'll. That's the other thing we need to find out: an alternate means of escape. So.
Look. I don't want to be that guy, but if we can find it and we can take it now, it would actually be more ideal. Sean is likely to be bigger than this Stonewall. And I don't want to say, but a great distraction is a collapsing airship on its maiden voyage.
Oh yeah.
It also does suggest that it's kind of shitty in
Mm.
its design.
I can see Paddy Crowler's report now. Thousands dead. Fiery inferno.
But look, I mean, wait till it's maybe just slightly out of the city. Either way, we've
Well,
got ways.
There's a lot of people on board.
They're all rich pricks.
Mm.
Yeah.
for the
You
most
do
part.
make a very good point.
I mean, I just want to say it, but we can all survive. You guys can get in his bag of holding, breathe for 10 minutes, and we can fly down.
Well,
Just a quick statement.
hmm.
We are hired to recover mostly some blueprints that might not survive a fiery crash,
Well, the idea is that we get them first.
and then do the fiery crash.
Of course.
I think as much as I would like to think about the untimely deaths of so many rich assholes, I can also see that they see this not really working out for lots of different people who have
Oh.
nothing to do with this.
It's a god awful plan, but it's something. We've got Plan F currently.
Whereas
This is
that-
the stealing child.
It's
That's
intriguing,
fine,
but I think we can do better.
You seem to know a
Where
bit
did-
about these ships.
No, not really.
Yeah, it's a shame. I was hoping when you're aboard a sea ship you have lifeboats. Maybe they have something similar.
Hmm.
Maybe we can find one.
True.
There must be some kind of contingency plan for what happens if a plane was to crash in an untimely manner. So.
Well, how much do we find out about this artificer that was meant to be carrying the blueprints?
Not.
Sweet Jack.
Yeah, we didn't really find anything. The mere mention of that you're looking for an artificer seemed to draw a lot of attention, so we've got to be very careful on that front.
Agreed.
So at the moment we need to find some alternative means of escape. Maybe see if we can, what way we could find about an artificer, and also to get some information from the captain in some way, shape or form.
Sounds like we should find an information desk. Get some maps.
Any artificers?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, on the map. Smart.
I think if you just hold out a sign saying artificers here, I'm sure it'll just pass out.
What's location
Hey.
3C?
That's me.
So
Alright.
what are you guys doing?
Captain's gonna be hard to get.
Oh,
I want to find out if
the two of you are artificers. So if you were to walk around and ask them inquisitive questions about, the design of the ship, lifeboats, that sort of thing, probably wouldn't be all
the
that
kind of thing like
uncommon.
the Wandering fail and the ship still survive,
Mhm.
even though it won't be able to move kind of questions.
Exactly.
Mm. Right.
Maybe we can start there.
I can get cracking on that.
You could also flaunt your little crawly things. Maybe a fellow artificer would be interested in that. They might come to you.
Actually, a brilliant idea. Yeah, why not? I'll summon one of my turrets, like the protector one, and have it walk around with me.
Okay.
The one without the gun on it.
Yeah, the one without the giant gun on it.
Present hall pass.
Yep. So
you
just,
put your drink on it.
Actually, on this one I
little
probably
bit.
could. Yeah.
yeah, it drops off of your backpack.
I take it out of my bag of holding. My backpack's
Ah.
in my backpack.
Oh, can I have my my little gun?
I have you reach in the bag. You can
Alright.
stealth it.
Yeah.
You guys, I'm assuming, are
Cool.
still in your rooms at the
Yeah.
moment.
Mm.
Yeah.
so-
Oh yeah. Never mind.
Yeah.
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 That's best.
I just want to make sure that's under my coat.
Okay.
I'm gonna take
Oh.
the 2 jars of shit and just put them into a cupboard.
It's
Something
insane
like
that they did not search you at all coming aboard, because they would have found that.
I think they were
Those
just
were just in your
intimidated.
pockets.
Would they have found that deal?
Would they have found the 2 jars of shit?
And a simple
Stuffed
pat down?
his pants?
Stuff down my pants. I want to make it like really, really awkward.
They're like,
like they know there's something there, but they don't want a part of that. They
You
don't
roll,
wanna bring
roll
that up.
retroactive intimidation check.
Okay. Ah. Plus what? 8.
plus
Yeah.
5.
I'm trying to like really awkwardly like almost present my pelvis forward a bit, like, but it's a bit too obvious. Like I thought I was being like, yeah, check it out. So,
Yeah. You did notice that he looked at your ticket specifically, then back at you, then at the ticket, then at you. Unfortunately, eyes dropping and going, enjoy.
yeah,
And just lay you on.
yeah, cool.
Nice. Yeah.
I don't have to deal with that right now. Just go.
Come quickly, Lord Mondo Hog. We must find your room.
Okay, so I'm gonna put the jars away. So they're just there if we need them. So
Just in case.
just in case, yeah.
Cool.
I'll get my sword back off you and just kind of like wrap it around the old arm, but under the coat. So somewhat stealthy.
Yeah, anyone who's trying to hide their weapons, make a sleight of hand check. Oh.
Work with me. How about stealth?
No.
I feel like I'm trying to be real sneaky here.
This is more, again, it's set up so that they can't be seen, right?
You're actually
you
being
trying to be stealthy
slightly
yourself.
more sneaky than you think.
That's 10.
Feel like you got it in the way pretty well.
Can I get?
I mean, it's just a weird wrapping around my arm.
Yeah. There's occasional clinks and stuff when you're moving your arm. But you got it.
It's just a weird wrapping. Yeah. It's cultural.
It's
You insensitive jerks.
Can I get Prince to help me, like, in front of the mirror with the coat, just trying to make sure the holster is hidden?
Sure.
That
You
was
see it there? You see it?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
A
you-
little bit further.
Yeah,
I
you
will.
can roll
I
your
will assist.
advantage.
I'll assist using my disguise kit somehow to help him
my-
disguise the gun a bit more.
Yeah, change the brown of the holster to be more of a black.
Yeah, to fade in,
And
so it's a bit more. Yeah,
it'll look
okay,
more-
cool. We'll do that.
Okay. Did you roll a sleight
Not
hand?
yet. Is that at
You can
advantage?
roll with advantage,
Nice.
given the
Alright. That's
Yeah, artwork.
6, and that's a 3, so that's not very good. A sleight of hand. That's
Should've been
10
smart,
total.
dude. That was-
10.
Should've.
He painted pretty well, although he's heavy with the paints.
I'm just gonna have it on the
this
small
is
of my
slipping
back.
a little bit on your hand
Yeah.
when you.
Just make sure no one takes my coat off.
Yeah, you feel like it's hidden away well
No!
enough that no one's-
You may not. Yeah.
Can I take your coat, sir? No!
Man's not hot.
I will kill you.
It's not hot.
Cool. You guys just going with it. Did you roll sleight of hand? Well, you didn't get your weapon.
No, I didn't get my
Okay.
weapon back yet.
Yeah.
Mine's just an interesting walking stick. It is just a giant staff.
Okay.
Really, it hurts.
Yes.
If you turn it, it's just a 2-pronged staff.
Yeah, I wouldn't say it's not going to be a sleight of hand then for you. You may get questioned. That's probably what's going to happen.
Okay.
But okay. Cool. So you guys. Are
Actually,
now-
you know what? I'm just gonna put it in the bag of holding until I need it. Fuck it.
Okay. So you guys are now kitted out, but well, somewhat kitted out at least.
Yeah.
What are you doing next?
Should we ask around some? Do you fellas want to ask some questions about the ship?
Like some information.
Let's go
Right,
find
okay.
a busy
Yes.
spot to hang around, and you want to find a casino or something to
Yeah, absolutely.
sit, play some games, watch the crowd.
Makes
Okay.
sense.
So you head out of your rooms, make your way past the other cabins, and you do start seeing some tables, and you see a room towards the front of the ship that says House of Chance, blazoned with arcane neon over the top. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, let's stroll on in then and look for some interesting folk. So.
Okay. Who's looking for the interesting folk? And if so, or investigation check.
I'm walking
Oh,
in.
perception check.
I'm walking in with my shield droid following me. So I'm just gonna go over to the bar and I'm gonna kind of like look around for. I don't know how to look for engineering types. Just like some of the engineering crew on the ship who might be relaxing at the time. So maybe some rougher clothes. Maybe not dirty because they're not. It's a high-end establishment, but maybe some. Maybe like worn hands. or
Perception check.
That's better. 19.
Nice.
19. You don't see to that level. You don't see like mechanical or mechanics or any engineers or that kind of level.
Mhm.
You do see some of the staff moving around, more the wait staff, effectively. But a few of the upper elite starting playing some games. You also see the dealers and various people like that.
Okay. And with this, who's noticing and actively taking interest in my little shield droid?
You're seeing a couple of glances, especially from what you would class as maybe more touristy types here, who are probably not used to technology being this up close and personal. You don't see anyone particularly like paying intense interest to it,
Okay.
or not in a threat kind of way. If that's what you mean. Yeah, it's just people more marveling. Ooh. One guy tries to touch it and it moves away.
Okay. And then I've heard a description of the artillerist. Does anybody match that description?
You
Or
don't.
the artificer, sorry.
You don't see anyone who seems to match that
Okay,
description.
cool.
Can I check to see if there's like either a high stakes table or something that's drawing a little bit of a crowd, like just a couple of onlookers or anything rather than just the regular gaming tables?
Okay, make a perception check as well.
Again,
Yes.
21.
Nice.
21. You do see there's a few tables around. One in particular is does seem to have already got some of the attention of the tourists and visitors to the ship. You can't properly see what it is from where you're standing, but you can see that everyone's gathered around and you can hear the sound of dice as well on the table.
Cord. Maybe you want to buy into that game? Put your little thing on your shoulder. Act like you're rich. Maybe draw some more eyes.
I reckon I can do that, guy. But I think I'm gonna take a peek into the little boy's room. Do me a little thing so I can see so I have a bit more perception on the situation.
Makes sense.
I'll be back in 10 minutes, but I'll meet you at the table over there. We'll do a buy.
Cool.
Okay, let's go scope it out and see what we can.
I'm gonna go to the bathroom, get into like a private stall kind of thing,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna ritual cast detect magic.
Okay,
Nice.
cool. So yeah, that should be fun.
Then I'm gonna walk back out to the table, find him, and we're gonna buy into the game.
So does that take 10 minutes? That's a ritual?
The ritual, yeah.
Yeah, it takes 10 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just on that time, do you want to go with me and we'll see if we can scope out what they're playing?
Yeah.
And
What are you guys doing, by the way?
I'm going to look around for Calabar.
Caliber?
Ah, yeah.
Calabar.
Okay. Yeah, perception for that.
That's a 22.
22. You do manage to spot a kind of stout halfling, ginger hair, but like neatly braided down the back of his head, who is talking to a couple of elven ladies towards what you imagine is the kind of staff area of the casino.
Right.
And he's having discussions with them. You can't quite make out exactly what they're saying, but it's clearly commanding and giving them orders, and they move away as he surveys the casino.
Yeah. I'll Okay, so he's definitely just having a look at the casino and just making sure it looks like it's running alright.
Yeah, you feel like he's just like glancing around, but yeah, he's definitely giving off the air of someone who this is his realm.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. I'll point him out to everyone else that's still here.
Okay. So, that guy. Subtly, I'm presuming.
Okay.
but-
Just as an aside as well, we're just wearing normal clothes now, right?
You're wearing
clothes.
your fancy
Fancy
clothes.
Yeah, so
on.
they're not any kind of armor, so I need to unequip my armor.
Correct.
Oh, good point.
Oh boy.
Let me just go and unequip my. Look, that made fuck all difference.
No,
I think you have more armor
easier.
class than I do now.
Yeah, you don't want to get slightly thicker from putting on your fancy clothes.
That's still okay.
Oh, do we have a different temporary hit point total?
Yeah.
Oh, what time is it?
This is like
We're left at 8 canonically because
Yeah.
of the boner jokes.
so you're probably looking about 9:30 at this point.
AM.
AM. Sorry, yes.
We have 10 more hours.
Nice. Cool.
Oh, we do? Okay.
Very nice.
Perfect.
You doing anything?
Actually, I have my shield droid on. No, I don't want to.
Yeah, it's just a
Just the system. Okay.
yeah.
Cool.
Good job.
Okay.
All right.
Right.
Stroll on in and start keeping an eye out for. Once you point out him, you might keep some special attention on that man out there.
Okay. You do hear some announcements through the ship saying, basically calls out for the fact that the ship is departing within the hour.
Okay.
And everyone is just carrying on mingling. Some people go up to get ready for watching the departing. Yes.
Cool. I'm gonna look for somebody sitting at the bar, and I'm going to try and find someone wearing like a staff uniform.
At the bar?
Yeah, at the bar, just look around. If not, then at a table.
You do see waitstaff moving around, passing drinks from the bar to the relevant tables.
Anybody who seems like they work here, but they're not currently on the job, like on the ship. Sometimes like the
they're off
staff
shift,
when
you
they're
mean?
drinking off shift. Yeah.
You don't see, given your perception, you don't see that at the moment.
Okay.
You imagine that everyone's quite full on because of the fact that
They're
they
departing
are
soon. Okay.
preparing to leave.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, it's just bartenders and wait staff at the moment.
Okay.
I would like to post up at the equivalent of maybe like a slots machine, just where I can get a decent. Well, is there anything alike to a slots machine, maybe? Just so I can casually do my own thing at my own pace.
You do see a few, not necessarily machines, but you do see some smaller tables which seem to take only like one or two people at a time.
Yeah.
You see them along the right hand side of the casino, with dealers behind them.
Right.
Yeah.
I'll go and play one of those like really passively and slowly as I just kind of keep looking around and watching the cow bar and these guys.
Okay. So as
Lions 5 gold.
Shall we?
Oh,
walk
that's
over
my one round.
Shall we head over to the game then?
I'm gonna head up to the bartender and ask, excuse me, bartender, but I would like to see the captain. I mean, I don't want to talk to the captain, but I was wondering when we depart, is the captain going to be somewhere specific? I would like to see the man who's captaining this ship, when we're leaving. Is there anywhere that I could do that?
You've approached Warforged again. It's actually very similar to the man in the Southern Knife. But he says, Captain, he's rather indisposed at the moment. He won't probably be making the rounds until later in the day. You won't be able to probably talk to him as such, not anytime soon anyway.
I didn't know.
Why is that?
I didn't
Do
know
you need
once
assistance with something?
No, I just wanted to see who the man was that was captaining the ship.
Ah, I see what you mean. Well, you will be able to see him from the upper deck when we take off. So there's the bridge, and there's quite a fairly decent view of the bridge.
Oh, thank you.
Yes.
Most helpful. That's what I wanted. I grab a vodka and soda while I'm here.
Vodka and soda?
Yeah.
Okay. And he goes away and prepares some drink. Passes over.
Thank you.
Can I see your pass, please? He takes it and runs a thumb over it and goes, thank you very much. Pass it back.
Cool. Thank you. See you later. That's fun, you guys.
You were going to one of the smaller games. So there is an elven man standing there.
Okay.
He's like, welcome, sir. It's here to try your hand at Alandra's favour, if I can speak.
Alandra's favour? Why not?
3 copper buy.
Oh, I can do that one.
Okay. It's easy as you like. I'm sure you'll be fine. And he takes your money. Did you want to play a game, or are you just sitting there for...
I'll play the game, for sure.
Okay. So roll 2d6.
Oh, yeah. That's 2. Double ones.
Okay. So the rules of this game is you roll 2d6. If they add to a 7 or a 12, you win.
Okay.
And you can double the bet to add 1d6 to the total.
Okay.
High stakes.
Alright. I will do so.
You double in the bet?
Yeah.
Okay. He passes on another dice.
Okay. Do you want me to keep that too, or?
Yeah.
Yeah,
roll
you keep
one
that
more.
too. It adds towards it.
Oh,
Ooh,
sorry.
baby, that's a 7.
Oh, that is a 7.
7.
Oh, I know.
Yeah,
Nice.
7 total now.
Congratulations. He passes back the... How many did I say? 3
You
copper.
said 3, so then I gave an extra 3.
6. Yeah.
Oh yeah, so you've paid 6 overall.
Yeah.
He passes back the amount of 10 copper.
Truly, I am a gambling god. I would like to do this again.
You're after all. Roll again. Another 3 obviously.
Of course. That's a 9. That's a winner, isn't it?
No, so 7 or 12 is what you need.
Shit. Right.
You can double your bet again and trying to reach 12.
Of course.
Okay, another 3.
That's a 15.
Bad luck, I'm afraid, sir.
Getting
You
closer.
just lose the
Okay.
money at
Right.
once.
Fair enough.
Let's keep going.
I mean, I've got to at
Here
this
we come all
point.
the way around.
I'm under, and I've got to keep going.
You can carry on if you like,
But
sir.
with an
Absolutely,
hour,
the
you're
house
like
is here to help.
10,000
That's
golden teeth.
that's a 9. That's pretty close.
It is close.
I'll double it again. Don't you
Double
worry.
it. Okay.
I'm good for it.
Where's the 7?
That's a 7. Give me my goddamn money.
Of course. And he pushes across 10 copper again.
I think I'm actually 2 copper ahead at this
Yeah.
point.
Yeah, you've won
You lost-
2 rounds
you
and
lost
lost
3.
1. Yeah. But you have doubled pretty much every time. That's what
Yeah.
I'm saying. By losing like
Yep.
6 of them.
I will stay there just playing for pittance for
Okay.
actually kind of getting into it.
Oh yeah. We'll say you actually do pretty well overall.
Nice.
Over the next, let's say, hour or so at
Yeah.
least, you manage to rake up
150 gold.
clear him out completely. It's fine the next day. No, you manage to rake together 19 silver.
Wow.
Nice. That's a lot of bidding.
Is there like the pit boss kind of like looking over
Yeah,
my
he's-
shoulder here?
Make a perception check.
Oh yeah. Shit.
Yeah, it does.
Okay, that's a 9.
9?
Yeah.
Yeah, you reckon you're okay. You had a couple of people come past and just like give a glance over and like, oh. But apart from that, you feel like you're alright.
Oh, yeah, obviously I'll be staying there for now. So.
Just start your gambling.
Yeah. If you want to give me disadvantage on any perception checks, I'm totally fine with that.
Okay, good to know. Cool. So, what's you? Oh, you didn't
go
find
play
the
a
one.
game?
We're going over to play a game.
The high stakes.
I have cast Detect Magic, so on the way there, I'm just going to keep out for any magical auras that I can see within 30 feet of me.
Okay. I will say you do pick up on a couple of little like pings of magic where people have particular amulets. They actually seem somewhat common. Like everyone seems to have at least one.
Yeah.
But nothing that's really catching your attention in terms of a large item, at least.
And no one's just lighting up like a Christmas tree.
No one's like that. But you go over to the high stakes table.
Yep.
Okay. So this is actually a rather large wheel at the back of the casino, actually attached to the wall, and a big sign saying "Wheel of Sybaris" over the top of it. And a Warforged gentleman is standing in front and saying, come up, hit the wheel and see how you do."
I say, he plays, we watch.
Mm-hmm.
We're covert, he's overt.
Okay. I can definitely do that.
Or you can play with him and I'll watch.
No, that's right. I can be covert. I can watch.
Okay.
It would be nice to have a wingman in the game, just saying.
I think is it just a spinning wheel? Like,
From what you can tell, yeah.
okay.
It's basically like a roulette.
Alright, well I could be your hype man, if that's what you mean.
That works.
Alright, okay, cool.
Right.
Just someone with another perspective in the game.
Mm-hmm.
We'll just keep an eye out to see if anyone's like watching intently, like of your little robots.
Okay.
Roll a perception check. Hidden.
It's a natural one. You can go back under there.
You can stay there
Everything's
forever.
There's a lot of hustle and bustle as everyone's moving around. Seems all good.
This game is sick.
It's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
I'm playing the game.
Fantastic. 5 silver buying for
Okay.
this.
That works.
He takes the money.
I paid that in copper though, so.
Just dump coppers into his hand.
I have 50 coppers right there.
Beautiful.
Okay, you just dump your purse onto the table, and he looks slightly dejected. He does make a whistle, and a goblin does come up, running up, and starts going and just collecting it, and then disappears again. So place your bets. So the way this works is you can choose one or two options. You can choose a number between 1 and 20, sorry. Or you can choose whether the result of the die roll will be odd or even. If you choose a number, just so you know, we return threefold.
Okay.
If you choose between even and odd, 1.5 times the amount you bet.
Okay, so I'm going to say it's going to be odd.
You're saying odd?
Mm-hmm.
I'll go for evil.
Okay, so 5 silver from each. Cool. You
Yep.
bid in.
Yep.
Yeah,
Oh,
sweet.
Thank you.
You're going for what?
Petty of the sea.
How are you guys? Sorry, I'm late.
No, it's all good.
Can you angle that camera a little bit?
This one?
Just a smooch.
Yep, that's
Just
good.
a smidge.
Sorry, what? Odd? Odd?
Odd.
And
Finally
you're
caught
saying
it.
even?
Oh,
No, not that far.
And he was evil.
there we go.
Not that far.
I finally caught up to you.
I was looking at the wrong screen.
I have.
I'm an
Oh, yeah,
idiot.
yeah. This one's delayed. That one's delayed.
Yeah, that one's.
Yeah.
Yes.
Who rolls?
I thought I was helping.
The
House rolls.
Yes.
Thank you.
And it actually goes all the way around the top.
That's odd. So congratulations. So
Fantastic.
you win 15 silver.
Nice.
You unfortunately do not, I'm afraid so. You do hear commotion from the entrance to the casino.
When I get my packet, can you just give me like 50 copper for 5 of that silver, please?
No, I'm afraid
Alright,
you'll
that's
be
fine.
king to change up at the front of the house, but
That's
it
well, that's
is
a relief.
not handled that way. Thank you. Yeah, you do hear some rustling, some kind of altercation a little bit where someone is getting quite highly vocal with the waitstaff, and you turn around and you do find that it is your newspaper friend, Paddy Crower, who
Hello.
has somehow
Hello. I
arrived on the ship.
finally found you. I've been looking for you all day. What time is it?
It's like
it's mid
10 in the morning.
Yeah, it's
Okay, I've been looking for you all morning.
and they are spread out around the casino.
Okay.
Just so you know.
How did they let you in here? Do you get like a press pass or something like that? Is that what it is?
Sort of. I am the fucking news.
Just flew on.
Yeah, literally just flew on.
And yes, no. Well, I mean, of course, they let me in. Well, they I threatened to expose them as a fraud, and so they just sort of let me in to prove that they're not frauding.
The power.
You were.
Yes.
That's your interior mission, but you were actually hired to promote the
Oh yes,
Zephyr's
yes.
envy.
I had to
the,
backtrack my
success.
previous article.
You've been delegated to just like run
Yeah.
the mill like entertainment coverage.
But-
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is the equivalent of like covering the Kent show. On,
Yeah. Yeah.
You can go fuck off and do the Ziffer.
I like
But
to
you're pretty sure there's corruption afoot anyway in your
Yes, I'm
investigative mind.
keeping a ear out.
Yeah.
I like to imagine you were just like, I think you're committing fraud aboard, and they're like, no, we're not, and you're like, well, how am I supposed to know? And you're like, come aboard.
Well, we'll show you. I bet you will.
It's probably at this point that you realize that I'm not doing a very good job of lookout because I didn't
Alright.
notice. Paddy
True, true.
I'm
Yeah,
too
you said
short.
the right
Just
way.
went right under your vision.
I think
Just
it's
asleep.
Wayne's Patty like sub key everywhere. There's that beacon
yeah.
line.
But we're actually.
So I'm gonna try find these guys, but if I can't find them in time, I'm gonna go up to the upper floor and watch.
to the dick.
Yeah.
It's not too large a casino, so you should be able to find them pretty well. And they are wearing quite elaborate clothes. So yeah. you can-
I just want to see where they took, like that little goblin took the 50 copper.
Make a perception check. You're just sat at the bar, right? If I remember.
Natural 1.
Well, that
Oh,
was
what's with the natural ones?
That's 3 natural 1 perception checks in
Oh.
a row.
By the time you hear the jingling going past, he is gone, and you like.
Yeah,
Where are you, little goblin?
You've no idea. You assume there is, like I said, a staff part with Calabar. You assume it's something to do with that, but beyond that, you have no idea where it would go.
Cool.
Was that a lead for a story?
Possibly.
Do you think
Something
I
that
could?
could become a story.
Do you think I could like just see if I can chase him out at the very least?
You can
Like,
chase the goblin.
I could, like, if that's possible, or would it be too late by now?
He was pretty much gone by the
Oh,
time you
okay.
started.
All right. Yeah.
talking to him,
Okay.
so
Alright.
You can try and track him down still, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. No, I'll stay put for now and just keep an eye for him.
Okay, cool. So the man at the roulette says another round.
When
Um,
ready?
Sure, yes. We'll go another round. Quick round, yeah.
Okay. So he sets off the roulette wheel again.
You know,
Even.
I'm also going to go even.
2 evens, 5 silver each. Even. Congratulations. And he passes along 15 silver each.
So that's
Good bet.
it's 10. Right.
That puts you
yes.
quite ahead.
Yeah, it's I'm racking up the silver. It's great. Should we actually, Paddy? You don't happen to know any bigwigs on board? You'd be able to point them out for us, would you?
Well, do I? I guess I would know some.
Yeah, roll a history
Yeah.
check.
Okay.
If you can recognize him now.
Yeah. Well, that'd be a 7.
7?
Yeah.
You know there are certain of the 60 families on board, Jean's 60 families.
Mm-hmm.
You don't really recognise any of these ones in particular. You haven't really been allowed in this kind of circle.
They're blocking the
mostly.
media.
Specifically one guy, but yeah.
Yeah.
There's no one who rings a bell. Although you do notice certain brands of the House Lyrindar in a couple of places.
Okay, well, apart from these brands here, there's nothing I've got for you. But I could do a little more digging. Are there any particular families that you're interested in?
Well, who are we looking for? So we're looking for, and I say very quietly to him, say, just very, very carefully, we're looking for anyone that may be an artificer. But don't mention it too loudly, because it,
Maybe, and
that's...
my
Yeah,
I can't even mouth the words.
You assume it's out of it.
I'm just going to assume you just said what I think you said.
He
I
said
did. I
diarrhea.
said I was Manny.
That's great. Yes. We're looking for an onion sandwich. That's right.
Okay, an onion sandwich. That's the code word.
Onion sandwich, yes. Don't know that. We need to get
While they're
close
talking
to the
keep up
captain.
the game,
Mhm.
I'm gonna bet odds again.
Okay.
And
You win again.
what
So
was it?
15 silver. So you got 10 silver for that.
The fellow who runs a casino.
Calabar.
Calabar was his name, yeah.
Calabar.
Yes, I remember you wanted to broker a meeting with him, didn't you?
That's right. I wonder if it still stands.
Well, I'll
Would that
see
be
if I can
that
find it.
guy? That we just saw someone who looked like, in their
Yeah.
element. Which anything that's him.
And I can't remember. I think you had some information about the fact that he had visited the lower districts.
Yeah, I knew where he would be at a certain point, but I didn't know where specifically in that district he would be. So if the district's huge, there's not much point in trying to run into him unless they spread out.
No. Roll a history check though.
These are not a good start, guys. That's a 9.
A 9.
Yeah. Oh, a history check? No, that's a 14. Sorry.
14.
Yeah,
Oh.
expertise in history.
Nice.
You do know, you're aware that he had visited the Dragon Eyes district,
Mhm.
and you are well aware that that is a red light district.
Okay. Yeah.
But you don't know exactly where he went within that area.
An expose,
why?
maybe.
So at this point, I'll probably turn back up and just be like, does anyone want to lay eyes on the captain? I've found a spot to see him from.
There's a
That's
view in the
what's
box. We can see the captain's
Was well
well. All right. That's
It
probably
sounds like it'll be pretty good. I mean, we can gamble any time, but we only cast off once, and
That's
you
true.
Shouldn't
It's good logic in
appreciate
that. Yeah, I'll make way upstairs. Yeah.
As you move off, there is an announcement of 5 minutes that comes across the tannoy, I guess. And as you move up, you do see staff on the by the tower where you guys came on board, just taking off robes and basically preparing for embarking. One of the structures that you did see towards the back was a giant curved kind of room that came up to what looks like a fairly glass covered building, and you can see some sort of like some units and a couple of people moving around, staff in there. You presume that there's the bridge that's above. There's a couple of sharp beeps that come through, and you see the other ring just and explode in a blue flame, effectively all the way around, and you feel the ship start to as it moves off. And
Which ring was that of the two?
the forward ring was the one that just appears.
Pretty
As
sweet,
it
guys.
starts to move. It is a bit sluggish to begin with, but it starts picking up speed as it actually moves away from Sean. And you watch Sean become a small, dwindling city fairly rapidly over the next 20 minutes, half hour.
Oh shit. It's fast.
Alright. How do you want to do this?
Still gamble.
Already.
So are we able to make out to the captain from where we are? As well?
Well, you guys haven't said whereabouts on the deck you would be. Would you be like towards the front or towards the back?
I would find it.
Try and
the
do it at best
view.
vantage.
Yeah, best vantage of the.
Approach, yeah.
I'll say make a perception check, but with disadvantage. It's very difficult to get an angle that you can see properly.
I'm gonna use a spell slot and cast Detect Magic again for the walk up.
Yeah, no, like 7.
While you're walking around? Okay. Good to know. So?
7.
So this is 'cause I don't want to shoot.
I'm gonna just keep an eye out for anybody that has more than like one magic item.
Okay.
Okay.
You
Jars of shit.
You do make out various, like, usually it's around 2 or 3 magic items. You do get the sense that it's prevalent in Sharm, especially for events like this where they don't really have protection available to them.
Okay.
And you do get the sense that this is, a majority of the time it's defensive magic.
Okay.
I can't remember the name of the school, but
Abjuration.
I was going to try it and I was like, no. But yeah, abjuration.
All right. On the walk up, I'm gonna keep an eye out for anybody who has more than 3.
Okay, good to know. Cool. So, for your perception, you can see someone standing at the helm of the ship. Whether that's the captain or not, you can't really make out details from this distance. Yeah.
We're good.
Cool. What are the rest of you guys doing? You've all come up, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just
Looking at the view.
just looking at the view, taking it all in. Just and also keeping an eye out for anyone that I think looks talkative.
Talkative?
Hmm.
Okay. Make a perception check.
Oh, that's good. That would be 18.
18. You do see an older human couple, like dressed to the nines. They were waving at one point to some people down on the dock
Mm-hmm.
before you left, and now they're just animatedly chatting away to each other.
Mm-hmm.
You hear occasional giggles and yeah, you can't make out a full conversation, but they're definitely talkative or
Yeah.
talking amongst themselves. Anyway.
Yeah. I'm just going to approach them and start seeing if I could just spark up a conversation with them about why they came, if they're enjoying the trip, as it's the first time being on a ship like this, and just generally sort of, try and become friendly with them.
Okay. So as you reach him, the man turns to you, and you see he's got they're elderly couple. He's got a thick white handlebar moustache, a couple of glasses, or a pair of glasses, sorry, and quite shocking white hair. Jeez.
Howard? The man.
There you go. Sorry for being late. Merry Christmas.
That's so
Right
good.
now,
Medically,
snowy and reindeer, but
Time
please
out,
enjoy our
time out,
Xmas
everybody.
tree and
Yeah.
pudding.
Time
Yeah.
out. Donut break.
We're getting on these donuts, son.
Love.
That's epic.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm.
Guess I have to open this.
Mm-hmm.
He says, yes, can I help you?
Yes, this is my first time on one of these ships, and they're fantastic. Look at that view; it's great. Were you?
Amazing engineering. Amazing.
Yes, absolutely. I'm fascinated by the whole thing. Look, I'm sorry. Forgot to introduce myself. My name's Prince.
Waldorf.
Waldorf. Pleasure to meet you. And this must be your younger daughter, is it?
No, she's like, stop it. Waldorf. And he's like, no, this is my wife, Eliza, but we appreciate the compliment.
You lucky devil. Yeah.
You know, I try. Yes.
And I just talk to them about, in general, like why they came on board, if there's anything interesting they know about the ship. He seems to be an engineer. Does he know anything about how safe they are? That kind of thing. So.
You find out that they're on their 60th wedding anniversary.
Oh,
And are celebrating.
cheeky.
You understand that there was some mix-up with their rooms, and they didn't actually receive the wedding suite that they were meant to receive. But
The
apart from
fuckers,
that,
that's unreal.
it's terrible. I'm taking it up with the company when I get back.
Yeah, no, you absolutely should. I tell you what, I'm going to cry myself to sleep at night in my very tiny room. It's god awful. It is.
Very kind. They're not able to provide much around the engineering. He does mention that he knows that this used to be a warship, like back in the day. They got repurposed, but that's about all he knows.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Then I'll just. Could I see us? I'm gonna grab one of these bad boys. Yeah. Then I'll just to stay chatting, taking a look to people, and just work the room a little bit while I'm there. So.
Okay. We can do that. The rest of you just relaxing.
Yeah.
Down.
I'm actually gonna see him having this conversation with this engineer and like mosey on over and just like start talking about like robotics and flying elements since I know a little bit since I worked on my backpack quite a bit.
Okay. The man is fascinated, and he does run through some conspiracy theories he had heard about the ships in general, about how they work and that they were bad for the environment. That it was based on slavery, for one thing. Specifically elemental slavery.
I've had my theories and I couldn't find any kind of other way with the energy production reach around. I mean, there's no viable source unless you give the object sentience.
He's completely confused by what he said, but trust me, I've heard things. Me and Eliza, we know people, and there's something hinky about these ships in general. This kind of energy is not normal. Yes.
So what kind of engineer is he again? Sorry.
He wasn't an engineer at all. He was just
the guy you were talking
He just really loves ships.
yeah. That's
okay,
about
cool.
it. He's got complete hobbyist information.
He's like train simulator dad.
Yeah,
Oh
basically.
shit, okay, I just started a conversation with that guy.
Ship
Oh,
splitter.
take a look at that locomotive. Tell me he doesn't do something for you, eh?
You don't get much use for yourself out of it. He finds it endlessly fascinating and is reluctant to let you leave as you carry on. Much to the detriment of his
Do you
wife.
have, like, where do you get your information from?
The donut god.
Yeah,
That looks tasty.
it's delicious. Try them. Well, down at the Old Boys Club where we have some drinks sometime. I was in the early days of the last war. They had engineers and things like that, and there's talks, and everyone shares that kind of information. So I've got reliable sources. Don't you worry. Yes,
Oh, I totally believe you.
absolutely.
Is there anyone looking particularly distraught on board at the top at the moment?
Anyone looking distraught?
Yeah.
Roll-
Annoyed or just generally
okay.
kind of well down.
Right. Roll perception.
Yeah, right.
I know, you're still pissed off about the shit.
It's just caught. 15.
We'll get there eventually.
Don't you worry about that.
There's not a lot of people on their own up here. There's one or two.
Yeah.
There's some people who may look pissed off. But yeah, one in particular who's a half elf, standing like chucking just pieces of paper over the edge that they've got in their pocket or something, and looking quite fucked up in general.
How are they dressed in like a crew uniform or anything?
They are in crew uniform. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, well, like waitstaff uniform, the blue trim and all that stuff.
I'll go over to them. Did you get fired as well?
Fired? No. Are you talking about what's her face?
Yeah.
Yeah, she got fired.
I heard she was a total bitch.
You don't know the alphabet. Yeah, right pain in the ass.
Yeah.
I
can imagine.
Yeah. She wasn't happy with the shift changes.
I mean, shit happens after all. I mean,
Exactly. That's what I said.
exactly.
Um,
Shit happens, you know. Ah,
I see what you did there.
yeah, see? You know, I've already got that frown turned upside down.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
I'm Garrel.
Nice to meet you. Elland, I also shake with my right hand.
Yeah,
Very
it's
sorry.
not really a Sean thing, though, right?
It's what we do where I'm
Put your hands
from,
together.
you know. We both do it the same way. It's just it's a show of dominance that ours on the outside.
No, you change hands.
Please touch each other's face.
No, you're
awkwardly
changing hands.
Some say they're still here to this day.
He just like, pulls his hand back awkwardly. Nice to meet you. Yeah.
Yeah.
So are you? Are you one of the toffs? Or-
Oh, yeah, more or less. Yeah.
Cool.
Thought I'd come and talk to you. You looked quite down in the dumps. Did your girlfriend break up with you or something?
No, I ain't got a girlfriend.
Boyfriend?
Thanks for bringing that up, actually.
I don't judge if it's a boyfriend either. It's all
Not
good.
one of them either.
Lovely.
Haven't got either.
Yeah.
No, just feeling pretty shit. I got called out about something, but I'm not really meant to talk about it with with the guests.
Well, look, I mean, I said more or less, like, you can talk to me. I'm a good dude.
Persuasion check. I'm so disadvantaged just for the handshake.
I'm pretty sure it's a -1, but
Deception though. I'm a good guy.
deception's just as bad. So let's go 14.
Nice.
That's not bad.
Well, you seem alright.
Look, I'll buy you a drink later.
I'll hold you to that.
Lovely.
Yeah, I got kicked out of the engine room, so
Oh, fine.
having a smoke.
Main voyage kicked out of the engine room. That's a shitter.
Yeah, well, it seemed like a decent place to have a smoke and a little bit of a rest while people aren't around.
You'd think there's other smoking going on in there. It's an engine room after all.
Well, exactly. Like, who's no harm, no foul.
Who would know?
Exactly.
Yeah.
But yeah, so the head of shift called me and told me a new one basically and pulled me out of there. So
Of course.
yeah, just fucked off really. Dumping this because I won't be allowed in there anytime soon, and they don't like us smoking above deck. So
Of course.
waste.
Is there any way you can get back in their good graces? I mean, sure, it's a 3-day voyage. How pissed off can they stay?
I don't know. The head of shift, he's pretty much an arsehole as well. So I feel like he might hold a grudge even longer than the other one did.
What's his name?
His name is Roland.
Ronan?
Roland.
Roland?
Yeah.
The head of shifts? Sorry.
Yeah, he's the head of the waste staff.
Right. He sounds like a bit of a dick.
Well, with a name like Roland, yeah.
Of course.
Yeah, so I know that he's told him to keep the engine room locked up now. So that's my little pastime gone, basically.
Well,
So
my
I'm just gonna drink or be merry to everyone.
My advice for you is just try and suck up to them as much as possible. They know you want to be here. So, just show it to them.
Yeah, I could try. I guess.
They didn't kick you off in the port, so surely they think you're actually good for something. They'll keep you around.
Well, yeah.
Exactly.
I mean, yeah. I'm so my purpose. Yeah, I help them out.
Exactly.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah. They do need me. Yeah.
When are you off shift? I'll buy you that drink.
When am I off shift?
Yeah.
Towards the end of the night.
Lovely.
At 8.
Casino at 8 then. Sweet.
Hold you to that. Awesome. Yeah, good to meet you, Alan. Good guy.
You too, Gareth.
Carol, but yeah.
I thought you were gonna say, worst comes to worst, you can always put some fake shit in his shoes.
Then he'll be Roland and shit.
Still time.
Roland and shit.
He adjusts his clothes as he heads off, and he seems to walk off with a little bit more purpose.
You go,
for
girl.
him to look. Yeah.
Oh, Gareth got her groove back.
Cool. Anything else anyone wants to do?
No, just schmoozing and waiting for everyone else.
Okay. So as the hours pass, you watch the landscape change. It goes from the quite rugged, like mountainous area around Sean into more greener pastures, rolling landscapes, rolling fields. Sorry. As you move towards the direction of Stormhome. As you get to probably 1 or 2ish. You do hear a bell sound out, or tannoy, sorry, sound out around luncheon being served
Nice.
down on the lower deck, and you see people start to congregate and move down towards that level.
Cool. Make your way down.
Cool.
I'll inform the group that I have potentially found a way into the uniformed people
Oh, nice.
through Gareth,
Cool.
Yep. Yeah.
the disgraced engineer. He'll get us into doors.
Cool. So yeah, as you head your way down, Ellen informs you of this.
Cool.
Can I also pick up a map? There are maps handy.
Roll a perception check as you head down.
I've been looking out for one.
I will
Like a
inspire
directory
you.
or not.
This
Like, since we got in
time
here,
I
I've
will
been
give
looking
you
for a
these
directory
6
or
of
not.
inspiration.
Actually, yeah,
D8.
I'll
D8,
say,
right?
as you weren't able to find the map before, you are keeping a keen lookout anyway. And between you two of you, you actually do find a map.
Oh, nice.
They are attached to the wall, because it's meant
Well,
to be
I
outlaid.
whip out my tinker's tool and I rip that shit right off.
Do you want to do it?
Kidding.
I mean, I'll certainly look at it and just kind of like look at Cord and like, we're doing this later at night, you realise?
Can I copy the thing onto
Oh, that's not fun.
Huh? I want to copy the map.
You just want to steal the map.
I want to steal them. I mean,
Why?
no, it's a much better.
I can draw it
I
very
can do this
quickly.
kind of shit.
Oh yeah?
I can make a copy.
Between the two of you. It's probably
I just touch this piece of paper and make a copy.
What are you planning on
Okay.
doing? I'm gonna steal the map of Zephyr's Envy. It's in a case.
People will pay millions for this
Cool,
when
we
it
have
goes
a map.
down.
Yeah, with that ability, you managed to make a facsimile of the maps.
Why can't you just let the
How did you do that?
It's also blinking, saying you are here.
So you do see that you've got the 3 decks. You have the upper one, lower one, and then cargo bay, or cargo deck, sorry, at the bottom. There are on the original anyway, there are markings to point out staff-only areas, and the cargo deck, the kitchen, and the engine room, and the bridge are all marked off as staff-only.
Just looking over the layout where we were before in the casino,
Mm-hmm.
can I kind of surmise where a possible like safe would be kept, like a secure location close to the casino, and, like in between the casino and the cargo bay or something, like just a place where we can start searching.
You do. I guess you wouldn't really roll because it's a map. You don't see particular like plans for how
No, they would not just be
money
like,
is
here is the
transported.
safe.
Yeah.
No. But I want to like just be like, if I were a dude who's trying to hide a safe in a ship somewhere where it's not obvious, but at the same time convenient, where would that be?
You do see. Roll an intelligence check, actually, as you're trying to surmise it.
It's not bad. That's 13.
13. You do kind of surmise that there's the cargo deck isn't as long as the other decks in terms of this map.
Okay.
You do realise that much.
Okay.
Yeah.
I point that out to everybody. This is inconsistent. It's a place to start.
Mm-hmm.
We could go and find where it ends and then see if there's a secret compartment behind it. Or something similar.
Is cargo labeled staff only?
Yes, cargo deck is labeled stuff.
So, perhaps we could use your friend. Get into either the engine room, shut things down for a bit, or try and get into the cargo room, or potentially both.
Mm-hmm.
Question. Was I of similar build?
I knew exactly what you were going to say as you started that. Were you a similar build
Yeah.
to Gareth?
Yes. I mean, I just want to note, as a ridiculously tall person, elves are also usually pretty tall.
Yeah, what were your stats? Sorry?
Like 6'4", 6'5"-ish.
Yeah, I think you were 6'5" because I was 6'4".
Yeah.
You're not necessarily the same. You weren't the same build as him. He was a half elf, I believe, so he was slightly shorter. You have seen a couple of elves, like in the weight staff, but not many. It's not really usually their positions that they want to go for.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, there's elves on the staff at least. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Got the workings of plan.
Right.
Well, we could try it anyway, and I could mimic the voice.
Mm-hmm.
Well, this gets even better.
Yeah,
That's what I was thinking.
Well, if you can get in, how many staff do you think they have inside?
Well,
And cargo.
Hundreds?
what would be
Or
ideal
shit
is
this
I
size.
use
Not hundreds, but
the
like,
shitty
least
uniform
100.
to get us better uniforms. Then we all go in. That's what I'm feeling.
But you think they have a lot of people in there now? Like,
Mhm.
with all the stuff that's stowed?
No, it'd probably
Where's
probably
the long?
be a couple of us taking guard anyway. So
We can
Will that be faster?
maybe get past the guards and you can have a poke
Sure.
around.
Can we potentially identify where there might be a laundry? on
Like a
there?
central laundry area where the crew does their laundry.
Roll an intelligence check.
Can I assist us? We're both kind
Someone
of checking
else
it
want to
out.
roll the intelligence
I'll
check?
let you at advantage if you're
Okay.
assisting.
Advantage.
Yeah.
You have a better understanding of schematics in general. So.
13.
13?
Is it investigation or just intelligence?
It was intelligence.
Okay, yeah, 13.
There's nowhere immediately on the map
Okay.
springing to mind because this you get the feeling this is for the guests. This isn't for the staff. Like they are aware of where those areas are.
What about looking at some of the staff area onlys, like in location to maybe some bunk rooms or something?
You know that they have. Well, you can see that there are kind of staff area cabins
Exactly,
further
yeah.
towards the back of the boat, past where you guys were.
Okay.
But nothing that's particular for the laundry. Or
Yeah,
anything.
yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Work with me here. I still think we just knock out my guy and one of us just goes
Turf him
moseying
overboard.
on in.
Gets
I
us-
do like that plan, although Gareth was very nice. We don't want to kill innocents after all.
but there's also still a way that we could always grab it off him, and I'm sure he's got spares.
Exactly. Conk him around the head for a little bit and just keep conking him when he wakes up.
Oh well, no, that's fine. I mean, I could
Or just tie him up.
well, I could make him take a quick nap if you're very quick about getting his uniform. So
Well, okay, so my current plan, I get absolutely shit-faced with him at the bar. We go for a bit of a wee walk around the ship and then, oh no, he falls off. That doesn't really
where-
solve
Well,
shit.
we
Do you want me
We
to
just-
write
we
some
just go
stats
back.
on him?
we could also
Just
follow
walk
him to
him-
his room and just maybe take
walk him
his-
back to his room.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah, walk him back
Get
to
him-
his room,
completely wrecked and then walk him back to his room.
biff him round the back of the head. Oh, he
Yeah.
fell unconscious.
Yeah, that's right.
Real sorry.
Stuff him in the bag of holding.
That will literally kill him.
Yeah.
After about 10 minutes.
Yeah, 10 minutes, fair enough.
Well,
You
if I
could,
find some dirt on him, maybe you won't feel so bad about killing him.
This is a great point.
Release.
He's just a dude.
Retroactively fix them.
What if
Yeah.
you get shit faced with him? You walk to a secluded area. You both fall unconscious. He wakes up with no clothes on. You wake up with no clothes on. He doesn't suspect you. We've taken his uniform. We take your stuff back. And so he thinks that
Well-
something's happened to both of you. You just partied too hard.
I kind of like it.
I like that idea.
I do like it.
No one gets suffocated.
Yeah.
Yet.
Can I borrow your belt though?
My belt's got a gun on it.
hoping it comes
I,
with you.
I was hoping someone would say that exact combination of words to me. Yes, you can borrow my belt.
You are now in possession of the tent pole.
It's all up to him now.
It doesn't really work though if you don't have pants on.
Well,
It's just you with an obvious mechanical device that's supposed to make you look like you have an erection. It would literally look like you're wearing a strap on when you both wake up naked.
it can only go well.
It would distract him from the fact that he's not wearing anything.
Exactly.
Like,
True, so
Just pretty fucking
just don't
confusing.
even acknowledge it when you stand up. This is crazy. We both have no clothes on and absolutely nothing else.
he won't be asking who stole his clothes if that's what you're worried.
It's true.
Look, I think it's a good plan.
It's the best plan we've come up with yet.
That
We
gets
do
us
some-
one
New
uniform.
flame.
we do some reconnaissance.
Possibly more. He might have more than one.
Honest
Exactly.
person?
In his room. Oh, we need to. That's why I say we get into his room.
Yeah. Well, look, we go to his room. I have a bit of a scope around. Tell you what, I can have the bag of holding on my person. Biff some of you out here. We stop by his room, bugger off. You guys do the thing.
Well,
That doesn't really work.
either
does
let
it?
us out in 5 minutes or we die.
Yeah, probably not that. I'll forget.
STV game.
I'm sure if we just take him to a secluded place, we can find his key or whatever, and then we could easily go into the
That'll be
house.
fine.
Yeah.
Someone will
Just
fist
casually in
both.
conversation, just grab the number of his room.
Yeah, why not?
Or you
Don't
go
make it weird.
back to his room for more drinks.
Yeah.
You go unconscious there, we turn the place over, it looks like he's being robbed. While
There's
he's
Yeah,
a
there you
little-
go. There you go.
there. You wake up with him,
You're
so it looks
still
like you've
innocent.
been robbed.
But it might end up with us.
They robbed us blind and then attached this thing to my wedding.
You guys.
The
This is a good plan.
Humiliation.
The only issue I'm seeing is you then have to get into the staff only area, which is our current issue.
Unless you go with
Well,
him.
yeah, yeah.
Well, no, I mean you guys having to come in and rob us. That's the issue I'm thinking of.
Well, if you're able to go there, then we could all be drinking with
Is
him.
it more like
We
one
all
of
drink
those,
with him. Sounds good.
There you go.
Is it more like one of those areas that's like they don't lock it because they don't think anyone's ever gonna go in there because it's just a bunch of staff rooms? Will there be that much security? Really?
I mean, we've got time to go and have a look.
Might as well.
That's true. Yeah. We
Kill
could.
like 8 hours.
You know, if we drank with him, we could just individually all have one shot each with him. So every time we have one shot, he has 5.
And
Sounds
we'll,
like
and
right.
we'll look a little bit creepy though.
What if
We're all
Hey,
standing
you!
at the bar and
Drink
say,
5
"Oh,
shots."
guess what? It's your shot again."
The bartender will be.
And then all of us huddle around him aggressively and then take him back to his room. Probably not.
What if it's just one of us at a time, but we're all wearing his hat?
And
It's still me. I'm ready for another shot.
The Scotch
Just
Spice
completely
stilts.
different outfits, but the same.
yeah, let's just work on that. Let's just get him drunk and maybe not look like we're hovering around him like sex pests. That's
Okay,
We'll get shit faced. You mug us. We'll
yeah,
be
that's
fine.
right.
you pretend to be drunk. You take the stuff, you put it in the bag of holding, you toss it under his bed. Good thing they didn't take this. They didn't find it. Those are my belongings. Okay, bye.
Oh, wait, what?
So
No, we
lost
take
me at
everything.
the
I'll
start.
So you take everything. You take the bag in.
Yeah,
You take all his stuff, put it in the bag,
of
and
course.
then when he's unconscious and you're just pretending to be unconscious, you turn the room over, you hide the bag, and you say, "Oh, it's a good thing they didn't find this. This
It's
is where
my
I keep.
bag."
This is where I keep my money. This is all I got. Then
Exactly.
I hold it over my wang while I get out of here. See you never."
I hope no one sees my
Oh,
bag.
look at the time. It's 8 o'clock. I must go.
We just started drinking. Holy shit. Lovely. I like this plan.
It's all on you to deceive him.
I'm good at that.
I believe in you.
I'm
You're
going to have to
fucked.
spin this.
Try it. I will inspire you when you start drinking together, so that's fine.
Then you can pretend to be
There's
on the
some new
bar,
rules
and then
around
you
your
can
story right now.
pour in water.
Sorry.
There are some new rules.
You
You
can
can intercept
Story
his
right
drinks
in
on the
front.
way from
Yes.
the bar.
That's true. That's
Go
true.
on.
You
Okay.
pretend you're a
More
waiter.
mentioning of the
You're
bar,
bringing the
or,
drinks
yeah.
from the bar.
Okay, no
Yeah.
Giving him
more.
water.
Or if you do,
Yeah.
they're
And I'll work something out.
Ah, okay.
Innocent.
Ah, yes. They're the good guys.
No, they're a neutral party.
Neutral party.
Preferably never mention.
Preferably, don't mention. Don't. I won't mention. I won't mention.
Yeah.
Might be easier.
Yeah.
And
If you want
So it was asked not to be mentioned.
yeah.
They were asked not to be mentioned. This is Paddy Go.
I will no longer be mentioning. Or signing off.
Well, we have a plan. Now we just wait.
All right.
Believe in you.
Can't to pre drinks, I guess.
Preferably.
Well, we still wanted to try and ask about the lifeboats and whatnot. So I'm sure we can still ask around about that. Try and find some people. Did
Maybe.
the map say anything about
perhaps
the
a man in the
Did the map say anything
engineering?
about lifeboats?
Yeah.
The map does show them down towards the cargo deck.
Oh, cool.
Or some, anyway.
Yeah.
Some are on the upper deck as well.
Cool.
All right.
Well, maybe you go on your date. We'll check out. One of us will check out the cargo ships or the lifeboats,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'll go up and I'll meet you guys at the casino.
Can we get to the lifeboats without
The cargo deck is all fully marked as staff only.
Yeah.
There are some that you noticed just in general when you were on the upper deck, just as a secondary option in general.
Sweet.
Okay, so you guys head down. Well, I've had this kind of like planning conversation subtly as you've been moving along, and you head into the what you imagine is the dining area, just off from the casino. And as you step in, quite a lot of people are sat already. You take your seats at your designated tables based on your cards, and the captain, a austere man.
This one. Yeah.
Don't speak. Austere man with silver grey hair, was quite clearly a captain's hat of some sort, and a much more regaled version of the blue silver trim outfit. Steps forward in front of a larger table and says, "Welcome, fine guests, to the Zephyr's Envy. I am Captain Alistair D. Lirindar. I will be your captain, obviously. Thank you. You're the only one. I hope you are looking forward to a very interesting voyage, very fun, lots of activities planned for you, fine people, and we should have fairly clear weather all the way to Stormhome, so we're looking forward to some bright sunshine and clear skies. But let me introduce our main sponsor for today, who has helped establish this fine ship, Mr. Edward Garrett, and a man steps up. Brown, well, kind of slightly fancy coat, but like also almost like working clothes at the same time. It's a weird blend between the two. A small drone moves up behind him, and you realise that it is exactly the man who is drawn on the picture by Vic. That's where we're going to wrap up.
Yeah.
I shoot him in the head.
Initiative. No.
I forgot we had the picture as well. I forgot we had a very clear image.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, very nice.
What
Thank you,
was his
DM.
again?
Edward Garrett. Garrett.
Edward Garrett, news parrot.
What was his job title?
All you know that is he is the sponsor of the show.
Oh, okay.
instantly.
Oh.
And he was introduced by the captain.
Sorry, just remind everyone,
Jesus,
there's
that's
also that guy that Vic made a fake ID for.
Oh
yes,
yeah, that's
this
right.
is the same man. No, not a fake ID, but a fake ticket
Mm.
or something like that.
He
Or a
had
ticket.
long beard, regal clothes, and deep set eyes.
That's right.
Just
Yeah.
to remind everyone.
And he drew a picture of him. on
The picture
Oh,
of the picture
oh, it is
drew
on-
was
It is on
What's
the
the name of the ship?
Garrett.
The
Zephyr's Envy.
yeah.
Alright, well thanks guys. I don't know,
Thank you
so
so
much.
much.
Yes.
Thank you for DMing for a third
Awesome.
session.
Yeah, I didn't plan for a 3 session, but 3 session.
I like how much roleplay is going on.
Yeah,
yeah.
Like that was an interacting
Yeah,
roleplay, and I
lots of
wasn't bored
plays and
at
stuff.
all.
Did you guys have
Yeah.
any combat at all?
Not on the
No,
notes.
they didn't kill anybody.
Did you want to say anything before the end, or?
Oh no, I've got.
you haven't written up your story yet?
Yeah, I'll write up the
What's the
story
story?
when I get
Damn,
back.
dude, you
I've got
taking notes.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Awesome. Well, so next time will probably be Sunday, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
for sure.
yes. Yeah.
We're going to New Digs again. So
If you need any models, send them to me.
Yes.
I've
I
got
know,
this
it's-
amazing resins. The detail is ridiculous.
I will this time. I will actually.
No pressure.
No, I want it. So don't worry.
Alright.
I'm gonna actually do the crow.
Yeah.
Honor.
See you Sunday.
See you guys.
See you guys.